Rush down. Cool. Let's see what am I gonna do? Nothing. How shameful. Pal surgery table, okay. I really use up all my carbon fiber. Oh, I need an update? Damn.
Oops, lost my charger. There we go. That's better. Lost my mouse.
So over here, we got legendary drops and Bucky from Pow World, and they're mocking the gaming journalists, calling out the corpos. We got legendary drops talking about the critic scores over on Metacritic, writing 13 reviews for Pow World after a month, 57 for Beast of Reincarnation after 2 days, 51 for Halo. Really shows where their loyalty lies. I get that it's a long game, but y'all are washed. Y'all are washed. For those that don't know where the critic score on Metacritic comes from, it's basically like a not amalgamation, but you could say that. It's like an aggregation of what they call their like curated sources, which includes their this is so funny, quote unquote, like reputable outlets and reputable journalists. Because gaming journalists and reputable, that's definitely not an oxymoron. And that's when head of publishing and communications for Pow World, Bucky, responds. And he says to Legendary Drops, I mean, to be fair, we didn't send out press keys in advance, and for sure the other games did. We weren't really thinking about critic reception at all, and we wanted the content of 1.0 to remain a secret and unspoiled right up to the release. So we kept it all pretty close to our chest. If we had gone the more traditional route and prioritized critic reception, which is a very valid to market a game in some cases, then we probably would have sent out press keys a month or so in advance. Power World 1.0 was very much for the fans, not for the industry based. Just a different case is all. It's also like a game that requires a fairly significant time investment, so I can't fault media for not wanting to put the time in post-release. No harm. I was being a little bit too nice there, though. Maybe we'll try play the press/media game a bit more in the future with Pal Farm or something. Don't. Why would you do that? It's honestly a side of the industry we aren't too experienced in. I just love the opening to this too, though. Like my favorite parts here is when he's like, yeah, we didn't even send press keys out to them. That's funny. And then saying, you know, again, Power World 1.0 is for the fans, not for the industry. Like I said, that's based. But hopefully he doesn't start
this way.
Or hopefully they don't start, you know, like trying to get more involved with the gaming journalists out there. That would be a bad move. Legendary Drops comments as well, saying, well, obviously by the outcome, you guys chose the right crowd to prioritize. Exactly. Great work all around. Not many games can get 300 hours out of me. Bucky says, much appreciated, with a handshake. Let's check out these two responses. And then I want to go back to Metacritic. I saw some hilarious reviews I just want to laugh at the end real quick, but check these out first. Thank God we have developers like you guys who seemingly don't care about the press. I know you weren't thrashing them or trashing them, but I will. Game journos are a cancer, and how they do/do not feel about your game is irrelevant, as Power World proves. The sooner we can let that industry die, the better. Then we got this one. It says, quote, maybe we'll try and play the press/media game a bit more in the future with Pal Farm or something. You know, that part of the tweet that we read from Bucky. This guy saying, please don't. These people will only play ball with you if they're able to insert themselves within your studio and destroy you from the inside with their vile subversions. They are a cult, and they do not want you to succeed. The further you distance yourselves from them, the better your product will remain, and the more us fans will praise you for it. Not colluding with these subversives is the advertising. It shows to the gamers you're working for them. not cog in the struggle session machine. And that takes us back over to Metacritic and the 2 reviews that I mentioned that I thought were pretty hilarious. These are actually 2 user reviews. First one giving Palworld a 0, saying stolen designs, stolen ideas, and everything is buggy, unoriginal husk. Then they're all cussing and saying very disappointing. And then this guy gives Palworld a 1, and this guy's definitely not Yami Yugi. He says,
wait, that's tonight.
this is so funny, bro. Cruelty of every imaginable kind of animal. Wait, cruelty of every imaginable kind to animals with no little to no meaningful consequences for it. Too grind heavy halfway through the game, bored after 7 to 8 hours, and disgusted by what the game expects you to be okay with participating in. Was this made by PETA or something? Like, what are you even talking about? Animals? There's not even animals in the game. They're pals, and like, you know, that's part of the joke. It is a little messed up. Some of it's actually really messed up, I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole, like, you know, butcher knife thing and all that. But I mean, it's a silly game. These are not real. Like, what are you talking about? By the way, yeah, I noticed that I actually, like, you know, misspoke reading this a little bit a couple times. My bad. I'm not gonna re-record it though. That would just take away the humor. I'm gonna like have to react to it again. No, we're not gonna do that. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.
What was your lowest, and how did you get out of the
I want to
situation?
know what.
Whoa, that's pretty. Damn, that's. Why did you read that one?
It's the latest one.
The lowest I ever had was...
I can tell you, I've seen it.
Toilet paper.
the lowest that I'm willing to share.
Toilet paper.
Well, I did steal toilet paper from a public park.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah, well, I was just...
I did it for the love of the game.
Well, I didn't do it for the love of the game. I was completely and utterly broke.
進みましょう。
And so I feel like I
最高の
did
ために。
and I'd taken this big risk and come all the way to this country with the dream of like success.
Such a.
Just a great future. And what happened was, after 2 years, I was nearly penniless. I couldn't afford anything. I thought health insurance was an option. This sucks really bad. I don't know. I hate my job. I hate my opportunities. I don't have any friends. Everybody I met was going home because their time was up. And I just thought, I'm 28, I don't have anything going for me, and I don't know what to do. And that lasted for about 6 months. But when I got out, I knew that if I started, that renewed my search for like, no one's gonna come out here and just help me.
Yeah, you're gonna do it.
I gotta learn this myself. And I think that for my collegiate career, I'd been kind of comfortable. I'd always been given some opportunities that maybe I deserved or didn't. And I finally learned that the only way I can get out of this mess is if I start making active choices to do that. So I started looking for a new job. I got lucky and found a high school that was near my place that I could teach at.
I have to go to
You never would have got
Sakurajima.
lucky if you didn't search for it.
The
I
northern
searched
mountains.
really hard for it. Yeah, it was pretty bleak though, man. I was pretty depressed. So yeah, that was like 28 years old.
So how was there a turning point? You woke up and you went, I'm sorry this now.
No, I thought that the turning point for me
進みましょう。
was, I'm trying to remember,
後ずさること
like I'd come home and it was maybe last train because, oh, I remember this. I went to the bank at, it was payday, and this was when they garnished my wages. And I went to
forgot
the
the
post
north
office
part.
where my bank was, and I was like, I couldn't withdraw, there's nothing in there.
North.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, there has to be a mistake today's payday, and I had no money to go home, like nothing. And I was trying to talk to the teller, and they were like, no, you don't, you have to have, you don't have any money, we can't. And I was like, please, I don't know, let me try a different bank book, nothing. And this woman was like, let him take some money out, and they were like, no. So I had to go to the police station, the Koban, and they will give you enough money to take your train home and then send you a bill to pay it back later.
Really?
They won't.
Oh wow.
I was like 45 minutes from home by train. And I was debating with these people for hours. I got home, it was like 11. Couldn't even.
Dungeon. What's that? Okay, that should be it. I got a lightning. I have more plant ones. No, you dumbass pal spear. This one's up for Lux. I was promised I was up for Lux. Over here.
接続完了展開わかんないけどやらなくて接続完了
There you are.
気がする正解を歩む接続完了展開今やらなきゃって気がする定めが見える
What are you?
接続完了やらなきゃって
Oopsie daisy. It's a menacing Terra. I don't know what it is, but I'll have to find it. What are you, menacing?
Pretty excited to talk about it because I thought it's really interesting because we haven't. The only other time I can think about where there's been such a difference in
there you are.
China versus like, oh, it's like a wall, but like the global reaction of a game versus a different country like getting up in arms in a way that is like it impacts each other. It's like maybe Slay the Spire with the Chinese review fiasco that happened in Slay the Spire 2 and they nerfed the card. I don't know if you saw this.
No.
They nerfed a card and then because Chinese people, they don't really give, there's not like a clear way for them to give feedback other than Steam reviews.
Right.
Would like review bomb the game.
Oh.
Because they're like, you nerfed the card I liked.
Oh.
Like, and the game, it's ridiculous.
That's
Right.
cool.
And to the, to us in the West, it's like, this is, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought it was really interesting from this
Go check
perspective
out
of
a
like
dungeon,
fandoms, because another big aspect of this was that like a lot of Chinese fans were like, well, we spend all the money on the game, so we get to decide what's right for the game. I mean, sure, in some aspects, you're probably catered to. But I think every good game company is going to be focusing more on the markets they're trying to capture as opposed to the markets they have captured.
Yeah.
And players always fail to realize that because they think, well, I'm the one who spends the most. It's like, bro, they already got you.
Yeah.
They know you're going to keep spending.
Yeah.
They want to get
You're
more,
in the spider's web already.
They're trying to get more people because they also know that even if you are the biggest whale, you will. It's just human nature. You will eventually stop.
Yes.
No matter how much stuff they pump out, like you just will. So they're always trying to get a new player to capture that new fan.
That's a person.
And hopefully, whilst doing that,
Oh, yes, it is a person.
Yeah. The priority is not to, they don't just blow up and they're like, well, guys, we've got enough players. Let's stop there. It's like, no, they're always trying to expand and they're looking at the markets, right? So, but obviously in this case, they, whatever, there was a panic in the. I think it's like when I look at all their responses, it's like classic horrible mismanagement of like the situation. When you do like 5 apologies, you need to do like 1 apology
or no
right at the end. Or like no apologies at all, and just fucking send it. This episode is sponsored by Shopify.
Boys, starting a business is a pretty big deal. In fact, starting anything new can be really, really scary, especially if you have no idea what you're.
So they basically opened it up to their user base to make. They had an AI storytelling competition, right? So of who has the best AI, the best AI move. The best AI move. Right?
Okay.
We killed a fucking forest in Wyoming.
Yeah. And surprisingly enough, the internet didn't react. Surprisingly enough, can you search up
AI movie competition?
AI movie competition game drama or something like that. Let's see. Party animals. That's right. Party animals.
Okay.
Wow, it's party animals.
Yeah, party animals. You know party animals?
I do know party animals. I played party animals.
Oh.
Way.
Oh. Damn.
That's
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, I played it one time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like it's my fucking favorite game of all time.
So what happened after they got all of this backlash, right? All this backlash. They didn't even back down. they
double down to risky gambit.
But they didn't double down either.
Oh.
I think they did something really bad. So they were like, I think the second response they made was like, guys, we see you're a little bit upset. So maybe what we'll do is we're gonna have a vote. We're gonna have a vote, guys. What do you guys think we should do? Do you think we should have a real competition for real artists, but also keep the AI thing, or should we remove the AI thing altogether? And they literally had a Twitter to be like, do we keep this competition and also add another competition for real artists, or should we just scrap this idea and just do something else? And people are like, bro. How the fuck did you miss the messaging that bad? What the fuck did doubling down.
That is an exceptional.
Jesus Christ.
Doubling down. Obviously, fucking terrible. But my god, fence sitting in this situation, I was like, this is awful.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these companies, they just hire a fucking marketing guy. And they don't. The truth is, people in companies don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of people out there that are experienced enough in online fucking backlash to tell you how to deal with it. It is a skill that is not a lot of people have. But if you want to fence it, so to say, the best way to do it is just say nothing.
Yeah.
The truth is that people have a short attention span and they move on.
Yeah.
There'll be a couple of people that are always mad at you, but the loudness of it will go.
Yep.
Yep.
Because there's a World Cup game on tomorrow.
There is.
And I got to talk about the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly. That's more important.
They're running it back. And there's another war. There's always something that's going to overshadow you and make your news story look like this. And that's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, this LA trip was pretty much the Anime Expo and watching the World Cup trip for myself. The World Cup's over now, but when we went to AX, it was deep in the World Cup, and Yeah, I'll be real with you. Like, we briefly talked about the World Cup like a few podcasts ago.
It was one that just aired.
Yeah, it's only had just started, and we have now kind of like, you know, we're just about to finish the World Cup now. And yeah, I've been in full World Cup fever for the like entire month.
I hate to admit it because I really hate FIFA.
Yeah,
but it's been really fun.
It's been really, really
so
fun. Like, do you know what actually got me like super? Like, I enjoyed the 2022 Qatar World Cup for like the game was really exciting with really, really good storylines. But I don't think I was as invested in that one as I was this one, because what got me invested in this one, looking back, is just the memes and for like just this magical feeling of just for a 2-week period, for like maybe the group stage, it just felt like we had achieved world class. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, it does feel chill.
Yeah. Did you hear some like stories coming out as like a non like football fan?
I saw like that whole weird thing about like all the countries in FIFA trying to claim Hatsune Miku or something.
Oh yeah,
I did see that. I saw that meme. That was kind of funny.
Was like Brazil. So Brazil got it. Whoever beat Norway got it.
Yeah, and then there was that Japanese guy, one of the games when Japan lost, where he like broke down crying because he lost Miku. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I think the memes this World Cup has been absolutely top tier, but I think even like beyond that, some of the stories that have come out of just human beings just getting on well with each other. Right. So I think some of the fandoms that have gotten some of the most attention, especially at the beginning of the World Cup, were Scottish fans and Scottish fans in Boston. I was like, that was they. Did you hear about Scottish fans drinking Boston rum?
They literally ran out of beer in Boston, and the only thing left was Bud Light. And that's what they do.
They're like, hell no.
To be fair, I think if it was like 2 a.m., I've got a killer buzz going.
Yeah.
Like, there's only Bud Light left. I'm like, it's time to sober up.
Yeah.
I just think that I can't sink that low.
Yeah, and this is Boston, by the way. You know, out of all like the cities, this is a city in America that is known for its drinking culture.
What do you mean you're out of beer?
Yeah, I saw a few interviews where it was like some of the clubs were saying like on like the amount they were selling in Scotland in town was 3 times the amount as St. Patrick's Day.
Holy shit.
I believe it, bro.
I believe it.
I believe it, man.
The Scots can drink, bro.
Yeah.
From a Scottish family, you know, like I a lot of the family parties. I was like, is this right?
Like, this cannot be
yeah, and you had like Mexico, the Mexican fans, and the Korean fans. So this World Cup was hosted by technically 3 countries: Canada, USA, and Mexico.
Right.
And some of the games were played in Mexico, including like the South Korea games.
Yeah.
And the Mexican fans and the South Korean fans. So there's a little bit of history there, where in the previous World Cups, Mexico was due to go out, and Korea were already out. But Korea, like, they managed to beat Germany or something, even though that match meant nothing. But because they had this upset win, it meant that Mexico went through to the next stage.
Oh, okay.
And the fans remember it. And so what happened when the South Koreans went to Mexico is it was a full-on love fest, man.
Like, my man.
No. There were like half of my feed during that week was just like Mexicans making out with like random Koreans on the streets during like the celebrations. It's just you had like the cultural exchange as well with South Koreans.
Geographically, they couldn't be further.
I know, right? Oh, yes.
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
I saw a bunch of like Asian American streamers like going to the games and like pretending to be Japanese for like shits and giggles to like get the fucking reactions, and then it worked. Like I flew to New York for the start of my trip, and on the flight over, like half of the Japanese people on my plane were wearing jerseys.
Jesus.
Because it was like right before the start.
Right.
And obviously that the New Jersey, New York stadium. I mean, it is. It's great.
Yeah. And it was honestly like really wholesome just to see, you know, for a brief period, like the US get like probably the best PR they've gotten in like such a long fucking time, because I'd never seen so much positivity in like concentrated.
Yeah, I can see what you were saying about the world peace.
yeah.
Well, you realize we have no enemies, bro.
Yeah, we have no.
When the man doesn't tell us what to think and who to hate, we fucking love each other, bro.
Just gather around and
When
watch
you
a
meet a
bunch of
guy-
fellas kicking a ball around.
Yeah, when you meet a guy who also wants to watch the game, you can't help but be like, dude, nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Hell
nice,
yeah.
dude.
That's sick.
And you know, that's, I think,
Love to see it.
and I hate to give that to FIFA because I fucking
I hate to,
FIFA
man.
is so evil as a company, but you
yeah.
know, but that's why they, you know, what is it? They call it the beautiful sport. Is that what they call it?
Beautiful game.
The beautiful game. That's right.
The beautiful game.
You know, it is truly the greatest sport in the sense that it's really the sport.
Yeah.
And I hate to give it to them.
Yeah, and like, you know, as a footy fan, I think this World Cup is going to be one that is going to be remembered for a very long time.
I think so.
Americans will take credit to be like, it's because it was hosted in the USA. But I think it was just, I think overall, I don't know how, but I think overall, in terms of like why this World Cup is going to be a big cultural one, is number one, the games have been amazing. So we've had more games and more countries being represented. We've had some amazing stories. Have you heard about like Cape Verde and what they achieved in the World Cup? No. So they are a tiny nation.
Like 300k people.
500k people off the coast of, I think they're off the coast of Africa.
Yeah.
And they not only got through the group stages, but they managed to like almost beat the world champions, Argentina. Yeah, it went into extra time. And one of my favorite stories from this team is there's a few things. So one of their keepers had like this standout game against Spain, and he went from 50,000 followers on Instagram. And can you check how many followers he has now? So can you put Cape Verde goalkeeper Instagram?
In the group stage as well, he also did not let a single goal.
Damn.
Yeah, he was very good.
He has 29 million followers. Holy shit!
Just to show you the scale of football.
That is starting off at fuck yeah, dude. Good on him. Good on him.
And they were, you know, like he was going to go to penalties, which is great.
Yeah.
That's the true 50-50.
Yeah.
But there's the story that I think is even more interesting than this one, because this is like a fucking awful story, but because Cape Verde aren't known as a football nation. Right. So one of the defenders, before the World Cup, before, you know, having this heroic performance in the entire World Cup in Spain, you know, everything. So one of their defenders, one of their players, got hired off he got hired off LinkedIn because I believe they just don't have a football league.
They went to the hobby section.
Yeah. He got hired off LinkedIn, and the guy thought it was a scam for like ages and ignored it for like months and months and months.
From bank worker to World.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is so
That's
fucking
so
cool.
That's like some kind of movie plot. You're like, just when I thought I was out, they dragged me back in. That's crazy. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, this is like so fucking insane to think about just what they've achieved and like the storylines behind it, which is what I think has really made this World Cup.
I really hope Cape Verde gets a lot of like tourism after this.
I think it will.
I think it will.
I'll be real with you. I'm not.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I only know the name, but like, I mean, good on them, dude.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, and like honestly, aside from the games and like beautiful stories like this, I think this has been a World Cup of superstars. Normally in a World Cup, you have a few people who show up and a few people who just, you know, don't show up at all, don't meet the hype. But in this World Cup, it's like pretty much almost everyone who is a big name has showed up on the big stage. And I think I almost see like a passing of the torch as well, because you still have like the old goats, like, you know, Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah, of course.
But a lot of like young audiences are starting to find out about other superstars like Mbappe, Haaland as well. Haaland is Norway's like star striker, and really made his rounds along like with the younger generation.
He's just really funny.
And he's a really funny guy. Yeah.
He's just one of those guys that is just, you can just tell he's so fucking funny.
Yeah, okay, this guy is literally just a modern day Viking.
Okay. Can I see what he looks like?
Can you search up? Can you say Erling Haaland running or something like that?
Oh, is this the guy with the? Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
I was about to say, is the forehead guy.
Go to images. Oh, I want to. There's
I know the one you're talking about.
There's this one image of him like running full pelt towards the
running meme type.
Yeah, Erling Haaland meme. Yeah, that's.
That is so good. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's like fucking Inosuke.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, okay. I did see this guy's face a lot in a lot of memes. Yeah,
but it's like he is just a cartoon character.
Yeah,
just
everything about it was just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it was the first time Norway had qualified, I think, in a long time, right?
Since 2000. It's been 20.
Long time.
Damn.
Yeah. And then on top of that, they had a very good performance, and they, nearly beat them.
Yeah. So I think if the final few games can deliver, which by the time this goes out, we will know who the World Cup winners is. Hoping it's England.
I'm sure there's going to be an insane amount of controversy if something happens, and we look so silly here, just like,
yeah.
God, I hope it's good.
Well, it was so weird just to see the vibe shift so suddenly, because everything was all wholesome, everything was great. And then the one USA game happened where...
Oh, now what happened? I'm also out of
No, well, so there was an incident where in a game against Bosnia, Herzegovina, USA played them, and they won, but they got a red card, which means that player can't play the next round as well. You stop from that, because otherwise, there's it would kind of be a little too easy to be a bit aggressive towards the later of the game when it doesn't matter as much. It was a harsh red card, so. Even me and Connor watched it live in one of the US bars, and it was like it was a very, very harsh red card. A lot of people probably wouldn't call it sending off, but this is football. This happens. There are a lot of controversial decisions and decisions that potential. So he was going to be banned for the next game, and then Trump steps in. Trump put a call in, to get the red card removed, and it was removed.
What?
Yeah. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then people are so dumb sometimes, and they cope, and they're like, why wouldn't Belgium want to face the US in true strength? Isn't that honorable? It's like, it's not about what the fucking honor is, bro.
It's the rules of the game.
It's the fucking rules of the game. You can't just pick when they apply to you if you want to be full strength.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I also don't think it was a red card. I think it was very, very harsh calling. Yeah. But when you are getting governing bodies to intervene in a sporting event, that's when, it was so fucking surreal to see. We all knew FIFA was corrupt. That's open knowledge. But my God, just to see it just so in your face.
I mean, they made up the peace prize. They didn't exist.
Yeah.
They made it for Trump.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
So
and I felt so bad for just like, I felt so bad for just the fans of, the actual American US soccer team fans. Because, it went from like, I was cheering for them. I wanted the underdogs to win. I think the world was actually, for the first time, cheering for the US football team because they were performing well. They were like surprisingly really well. And then overnight, they just became public enemy number one.
Yeah, and then the next game in Belgium, so they had their boy. It was like the saddest game, I think, ever.
Yeah.
It was such a sad game. It was 4-1.
Yeah.
It was just brutal. Jesus. The goalie did a really horrible It was bad.
Yeah.
And then Belgium looked amazing on pure spite. It was pure spite that dragged them into it. And then the next game they looked so ass.
Yeah, and I felt so sad because I was like, damn, it felt like in that brief 2-week period, I was like, damn, football was really taking its in the forefront of US culture. I was like, maybe this has an opportunity to get people in America into football more than usual. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it did. But then that 48-hour period of just this controversy happening, the vibes being killed, and then seeing their team go out in the most like
Well, you know,
just couldn't
horrible way possible.
Big Boy Trump couldn't take 5 minutes without being in the spotlight.
I was like, damn, I think this has sent the culture back there like another 5 years.
Yeah, we watched the games in a bar. Yeah, it was really fun. We watched the Bosnia game.
Yeah.
And the vibes were really great because obviously Americans were like super stoked. The funniest part for me was consistently people cheering and not understanding offside. Because they would score a goal and it was so off, like it was offside. You could see the guy, the offside ref flagging it, and the guys in the bar still going crazy because they don't know what's happened yet. And then when the goal gets taken away, they're fucking fuming, they're screaming, and it's like, brother, it's offside. You know, like, and they're like, this rule should be removed. It's like, you know, the game would be really fucking boring without offside. It would be a really shit game. And then the other thing I noticed that people were like definitely aren't used to if they've never watched football is like diving.
Oh yeah, they call it flopping.
They call it flopping now.
Flopping now. Yeah.
And yeah, it is kind of one of those inexcusable things that when you watch it, you're like, I don't. I don't. Nobody thinks it's good.
Yeah.
I wish they were stricter on it. Because I think it would be better for the game if it was not.
I wish they were as well, you know.
And they were. I mean, obviously, in some games they have been. You know, now they introduced a rule recently. I don't know when. I say recently. I don't know when they introduced it. That if you are caught faking getting hit to try and get a yellow card or penalty, you could get it.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But they rarely enforce it or check. So I think they need to be a bit stricter on it. Because I think it's kind of.
Yep. I hear it. There you are. Oh, it's a snog. Okay, first one. Stay in the damn sphere. Got it. I didn't have to wipe out everyone though. Alright, let's eat something. Oh no, we still have to catch the other one though. Oh, portal. This pig's not active? Oh, it is. Oh, should we go? Tim, there's 3 different ones. Yeah, let's go in here. Let's talk about ruins the game.
Yeah.
Not ruins it, sorry, it doesn't ruin it. But
it's one that you just roll your eyes at.
Because you're cheering for your guys and they're doing so good, and then you see them do like just the cringiest dive.
Yeah.
And you're like, I get it, they want the pen. But you're like, brother, come on, it's hard to like, it's hard to be like, Yeah, man, that's so cool.
And I feel that's like one of those things about football, soccer, where like non-football fans look at it and it's just like, like what is this shit?
Yeah, I mean, there should never be an incentive to do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a big incentive.
Yeah.
One of my other favorite clips of Haaland is there's a clip of him like getting like fucking like awful slide tackle. While he's like full on running, it doesn't go down. And the defender gets stretched off because he's injured. Tackling Haaland.
This is an absolute unit. I mean, bro's built like a fridge. It's crazy.
Bro's built.
Yeah.
He's built like a rugby player.
He is, man. He'd be a phenomenal rugby
He'd be a great rugby player.
Yeah.
With that
amazing rugby player.
Well, he's a great footballer, you know?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It is. But yeah, I mean, enough football talk.
Yeah, outside of that, I also got to see the world premiere of Kagurabachi episode 1.
Oh
as
shit!
Well,
How was it?
Is
it? Because I'm excited to the end.
Are you excited for it? Okay.
I want to know. Is it worth the hype?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Hard to breathe.
So obviously Kagurabachi, became a meme for being the greatest new manga to ever come out. Before it came out. And then it came out, and people were memeing on it, and then the meme died. And then if you kept up with the manga, you'd realize, holy shit,
It's actually really good.
really, really good. Yeah. And so the anime is coming out, and it is being animated by Psychic, previously Silent Pictures,
Yep.
who have not done a massive an IP as big as Kagurabachi before. It was not Mappa, it was not Infotable, but it is one of the most promising new studios, I think, that have been around for a while. They have used their Uma Musume money very, very wisely, and have used that to fund a lot of, or not only anime original projects, but use that to fund some very exciting projects. And I think Kagurabachi is them putting their foot down as a possible new like superpower in the anime.
Yeah, contender for like the big shonen.
Yeah.
Sure.
In the anime studio space. And so I saw the first episode, and I was trying to compare it with some other shonen first episodes, right? Because I was thinking about episode 1, JJK. It was fine, you know. It was it was okay, you know. It was fine. It was fine. You know, we had the brief fight with Skuna and Gojo, and that was basically just like a little taster.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it really popped off until maybe the main expansion by Gojo.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's when it really started to take its
that is when.
Yeah. I can't even remember My Hero Academia's episode.
The wrong way.
It's where, you know, he's dreaming about All Might.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome. And then he's like, eat my fucking hair, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And then do a big punch.
Walks, he sees Midoriya training.
Yeah. I would say that what Psy Games have done with Kagurabachi episode 1 is that they have made that statement clear that they want to hit the ground running. Because they showcased a very, very impressive fight scene for episode 1. And I was trying to think if there has been, I've seen a more impressive fight scene within an episode 1 of a big shonen adaptation. And I'm struggling to think right now, maybe there's going to be some other show that I'm forgetting, but what they did is they took what I think is a very, very simple fight in the manga, and they expanded it to be really, really fucking cool. They did go above and beyond. It was not something as stylistic as some of the modern JJK seasons. I would say the action felt very, very good. So I'm gonna spoil a little bit of chapter 1. At least the action scene. Okay, so if you want, if you're scared, we're just gonna be talking about
Timestamp on screen.
Yeah. Okay. So in the manga, in the manga, the main character, Chihiro, just goes up against a bunch of like a lot of people, and what he does is he has his aura moment. He activates his sword, and then he slices the entire crowd in half. Yes, and that's it.
Yeah.
That is the action scene in chapter 1 of the manga. What the anime does is that scene is still there, but before that scene, they add a full-on John Wick one man versus many. Like it's one man versus many with Chihiro just like slicing people down. And I would say, you know, the closest thing I can think of in modern anime terms is the Maki fight, Maki versus the clan fight in JJK, where it's like kind of like a Kill Bill. But I would say, unlike that, the action scene in this is a lot more grounded. And what really impressed me was the choreography, because it felt very John Wick-esque, right? It felt super grounded. I think, I might be misremembering this, but I think when the fight started, there was like no music, right? There was no music, and it really put emphasis on the like sound design, right? Another thing that really impressed me was the use of the terrain within the fights, right? So with a lot of anime fights, what you see is open fields, two anime characters going like blow for blow. They have people flying through buildings and everything like that.
Yeah.
What I saw in this first fight was Chihiro like fucking dodging people, going up staircases, like throwing the tables to people, them like slicing the table, and then him just him just like fucking throwing a knife to this person, takes the sword, gets the next person. It is like he is like using the terrain to his advantage within the choreography.
As you would in a real fight.
As you would in a real fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so fucking cool to see this kind of choreography in a show like this. Because all of this is done before he activates any powers at all. And yeah, it did feel very John Wick-esque in terms of the groundedness of fight choreography, the impact of every slice, every hit. You truly felt that impact. It wasn't floaty at all. And yeah, I was like impressed that they managed to put this story in like a 20-minute start. And I think it's going to leave a much bigger impact than if they had just adapted chapter 1 as panel by panel. But I think it also shows that, hey, they are expecting this to pop off. And I don't think they want to wait like normally showing maybe a season, 8 episodes before the fan base really gets going and the hype really gets going. I think they want this to pop off from episode 1.
They know the attention spans of doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just like, all right, let's cut to the chase.
You know, it's everything. Anime lags behind manga, obviously. I feel like that's been the trend in manga for a while. Your chapter 1 used to go insanely hard.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you get.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I think it's obviously a natural that aspect of manga creation kind of coming in like in the timeline, right? Kind of getting to it.
Yeah. But I also think it shows a different level of expectations as well, because in the olden days, manga readers would just be like, can you just adapt this panel by panel, please? That's what we want. We don't want to see the adaptation, but just follow the manga. Now it almost seems like the expectations with what matters is that just adapting it to normal just isn't enough anymore. You need that extra level of, you know, cinematography, or that extra level of taking the source material and enhancing it, having your own artistic interpretation of it. And
which can go one of both ways.
Which can go
on how it's done.
Which can go one of both ways. But it definitely. I think it's going to be a very, very high first episode when it airs, but we're gonna have to wait all the way till next year until
I'm so excited though.
until it comes out. It's fucking
I want to
annoying.
watch it.
It is very, very annoying. But from just episode 1, obviously this is just me talking about episode 1. It looks very promising.
No, I believe, man. It's the greatest anime ever made.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even come out yet.
Get to go to any other panels?
I really wanted to go to the Edge Runners 2 panels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not coming out. That's coming out in October, right? This year? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I like that. That sure fucked me up, so I'm ready to fuck up again.
Yeah.
I can't hear that song without crying.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. Even in my head, I hear it, and I'm tearing up.
Yeah, fall 2026.
Fall
We don't have to wait
2026.
long for this one.
Yeah.
We just got one,
So I believe they aired the first episode in the panel of this, but also they released all the character designs. And this is one of the things I was most excited about, because when it's like Studio Trigger, one of the things I think they are so good, they go to their local. But one of the things they consistently at the top of their game is characters.
Oh,
I think they are a trendsetter, and every time they come out with a new character design, it's like, how did they do it again?
How do they keep cooking?
And they're just releasing new character designs now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they did it again.
Fire.
You know, they could have gone for Lucy 2.0.
This file.
Yeah. Do you have the poster?
Yeah,
They all look so good. They all look fantastic.
it's like the second row, that, like landscape one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah. But as soon as I saw like the pink-haired girl, I was like,
Yeah.
they knew what they were cooking.
Yeah.
They knew what they were cooking with this one, man.
100%,
They're gonna cook so goddamn hard with this, I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. But you know,
Do you need more edge runners in your life, Connor?
I do. I mean, I think, you know, I love fantasy, but you know, it swings and roundabouts. And when I've had enough fantasy, I'm like, okay, now I need more gritty sci-fi. Can we come back? I'm missing my sci-fi. I won't lie to you. And look, I don't want another Ghost in the Shell. I want something new.
Yeah.
Like, I've had that dish. Give me something else.
But did you see the new Ghost?
I haven't seen it, but I don't know. It's so hard to because I love the original so much.
Right.
And standalone complex is fantastic.
100%.
And the OG Ghost in the Shell is an experience. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck was going on in that movie, but it didn't matter because that's not what I was there for.
It's the vibe.
I was there, and literally, I'm there to be in the vibe of the world.
You played the original Cyberpunk, right?
What, 2027?
Yeah.
Okay. I played week 1, so I didn't play the same game that you probably played. To be honest,
Have you played the expansion?
no. So I beat it in the first week.
Bro, you gotta play
Whilst I was fighting for my life to get through it with the bugs, because remember when it came out,
Right, yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and back then it was also kind of shitty because like everything was broken. So it's like I had this gun that would just like trivialize the game.
Yeah.
You know, and like I didn't give a fuck about the story because
Yeah.
I was still at that point where I didn't care. And I was just kind of treating it as like cyber GTA,
Yeah.
which I guess is what it's supposed to be. But you know, I think they went for a heavy narrative with
You
it.
should, have you played the DLC?
No, I've heard it's amazing.
You should play the DLC. I think, you know, you played the base game, so you kind of know the story anyway, but I think the DLC...
Idris Elba, right? He's amazing.
Idris Elba is amazing. It's got a fantastic fucking story as well. I think the best story in Cyberpunk 2077 so far. And I think you coming back to play the DLC is almost like you just wiping the slate clean and playing like a sequel or like a side story, I guess. Because I feel like by the time the DLC came out, this is the vision that was sold to us, and it's such a fantastic game. And I'm sad that it had to get rushed out in the.
They're done updating it now, right? Like I think they announced that last year. I think because they were still doing updates. Can you
I'm
check?
not sure.
Is Cyberpunk still being updated? Because I know they were doing updates for a long time, but I think they stopped. Oh no, yeah, it's still being updated. Yeah, I mean, so that's kind of why, like, I'm kind of waiting for me to get to the point where I fully have forgotten everything.
Yeah.
About this game, because I know I want to revisit it at some point.
Sky Dragon. Sky Dragon. The fuck? Ah, shit. Oh, damn, why'd you have to be so close to that? Damn, I died. Oh, I need the flying monk. Ouch. My pals. Damn, what am I gonna do now? Power steel, power inlet. Wait. Egg. Ouch, what do I do now?
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a vibe thing for me. I think it'll be a thing I have to come
Yeah.
back to it, and I have to really appreciate what it
Yeah.
became. But such a shame that it took so long to come out.
Yeah.
It was overhyped. Bricked my PC a couple of times. You know, like it was. You know, I'm sure anyone who played it on release will remember. Like, it was a really unfun game to play, but I played through it because at that time when I was streaming, it was right when I started, and it was like, what you do is play the new game.
Yeah.
So I just did that, and I didn't really want to. I wasn't going to consume the story, so
Yeah.
it's like kind of pointless.
Yeah. Okay, I got an even harder sell for you.
Sure.
But I'm gonna try it anyway.
Sell me.
All right. Keeping to theme of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. All right. Cyberpunk Edge Runners Wuthering Waves collab. I fucking knew you would react like that.
I saw a lot of people. I saw so many clips of people crying. And like
I
reacting to
was
it. Did you hear about this? Wuthering Waves did a Cyberpunk Edge Runner collab, and apparently it was,
I did see that.
Apparently it was like god tier.
I'm trying to sell it to you guys because the collab is permanent, or the collab story is permanent, and you can skip straight to the collab.
Yeah, I heard people were like crying over this. Right?
Yeah, so let me sell it to you guys because I think it would be really cool for you guys to experience this. But it is Edge Runners episode 11.
Oh shit!
It is an epilogue to Lucy's story.
Right.
I'm gonna cry thinking about it.
I fucking cried. I was like,
I don't need to know the epilogue. They're broken, bro. Lucy's broken.
I was really like, I came into this because I played some gacha game collabs before, and as I'm sure you guys have, and it's just like, hey, here's like some fun fan service between like the characters, and you know, and this collab, and oh, look at them, they're interacting and stuff. So what makes this collab special, and what makes this collab different? And you can know this because I wasn't paid to promote this collab at all.
You son of a bitch, Scott. Promoting gacha games on the pod for free.
But genuinely, like, even if you're not a gacha game fan, if you're an Edge Runners fan, fucking highly recommend just playing through this collab story. You don't need you don't need to play through the rest of Wuthering Waves. You don't like gacha or whatever.
And you can understand this without playing the rest of the game.
So, what I think makes this collab good is that it feels like, even though it's in the Wuthering Waves game, it feels like a cyberpunk story with the Wuthering Waves characters' cameos, as opposed to the other way around.
Oh, okay.
Right. The biggest down point of this collab is that you are having this really emotional story with Lucy coming to terms with everything that's happening, and then the main character of Wuthering Waves, Rover, is just standing there. that's the biggest thing. But you know, I get it. It is a collab. But like the original writers for Edge Runners worked on this collab story, which I think makes it really special. I would argue that Rebecca gets even more screen time in this collab.
Wait, episode 11.
Yes.
Wait, how?
I don't want to spoil.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil.
Because we all know what happens in episode 10.
I don't want to spoil, but it is kind of like explained.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Because
I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook.
Genuinely, I don't want to spoil because I would be cool with Edge Runners fans.
Yeah.
If you have an aversion to gacha games, I get it. But if like you are a fan of Edge Runners, this is a story that that wasn't needed because Edge Runners had a conclusive ending.
Yeah.
But it was highly welcome just to see Lucy and these characters get the closure that you didn't know they needed, because the ending of Edge Runners was very abrupt, very abrupt.
Yeah.
And here you really get to dive much more into like their mentality and the entire journey of Edge Runners, and it's a fucking beautiful story. And yeah, I teared up. I was like tearing up during the ending, man. It was like
I've been thinking about it.
Right.
Since 0.3 seconds ago, I've been thinking about it.
But Joey, you went to the most remote island in Japan.
One of
the most remote islands.
One of the most remote islands.
Japan?
Yeah, I went to the Ogasawara Islands, which is, you guys don't know, is 1,000 kilometers south from the mainland, and somehow it's still Tokyo. which is the
It's
weirdest
still
part.
Tokyo?
It's part of Tokyo Prefecture.
Oh my god.
Which is the craziest thing. But yeah, I just came back from that a week ago. I went there with the Cold Ones boys. Shout out. And yeah, they wanted to film a video there, so they were like, "Hey, do you want to come with us to the Urasawa Islands to just get fucked up for a week?" And we're like, "Sure." I've always wanted to go here as well because there's another island kind of close by to there called Aogashima, which is where the main setting of Your Name is based off of.
Right.
That's like north of there. So yeah, I went there and tiny, archipelago of like I think it's like 7 or 8 different islands. 2,000 people live on this island, and it was just really fucking nice. Easily one of the most beautiful coastlines I've ever seen in Japan, if not the world. It's really, really pretty. And of course, you're on a fucking tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And you have all these people just living the island lifestyle. So just some of the nicest locals that you'll ever meet there. None of them can speak English, but you know what? A couple of brewskis will fix that.
How do you? I'm guessing there's no airport to this island, and then you need to take a ferry.
Yeah, there's one ferry that leaves from Takeshiba Port near Shimbashi. That leaves every 3 days during on seasons, which is current right now. Off seasons, it's like once a week. And it's 24 hours. So we got on the boat at 10 a.m. on, like, I think it was like the Thursday, and we got to the island 10 a.m. Friday.
Wow.
And it was the roughest boat ride I've ever been on in my life.
I mean, you're going out into some pretty treacherous waters.
How big was the ferry? Was it?
So it was pretty big actually. So the rooms, it could probably hold maybe 1,000 people on this boat. It was pretty massive.
Pretty big.
It was like I think it was about 6 or 7 stories high. Yeah, like it has like a restaurant.
Did people have one of those like drive-in ports, like you bought their cars?
Yeah. So you can drive in with your car and stuff
like
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Japan has a ton of these. They like manufacture a ton of. Because there's so many ferries in Japan.
Yeah, the Ogasawa boat. Yeah, that's the boat there that we were on, the very left one there. Yeah, so
that's actually cool. That's a pretty standard Japanese ferry liner.
Yeah,
these are pretty common everywhere.
Yeah, pretty standard.
They have like a giant 2-deck for cars and lorries.
Yeah,
because of shipping, and then they have normally like 2 decks for like chilling.
Yeah,
and then there's normally if there's beds or whatever. Or bunks,
they
have that too.
They had like different levels. So you'd have like the economy class, which is literally just a giant room. With like tatami mats on it where you can just kind of pick your corner and just like sleep there.
Makes sense.
And then the most expensive rooms were like hotel rooms that had like 2 beds in it. That had like a private room and stuff like that. I opted to go for the middle class, which was basically, the only way I could describe it was if you put a capsule hotel inside of a boat.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
okay.
So it's basically
honestly,
a standard bunk.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the ferries before. They have the open tatami rooms. Those are pretty rough.
Those are really rough.
Because you, not only are you sleeping on a tatami mat, you're sleeping with like 40 other people that are, a lot of them are old. Sorry, but they're like
their asses off.
snoring, coughing.
Yeah.
Always like groaning, making noises, moving around.
Pretty
like
much.
it's a rough sleep. It's a rough sleep.
So thankfully the Cold Ones boys have money, so they gave me the middle room. But
what the fuck? To be fair, here's what my guess. There's probably not many premium rooms available.
There weren't that many premium rooms available, and also because it was like peak season for Ogasawara like domestic travel, the rooms were also just really fucking expensive as well. Like these.
Really?
Like these boat rides for the best room, I think like one way is like close to $1,000.
Are they?
What?
Yeah.
When I got like my like Giga suite on the cruise, it was like a 1-of-1 room.
Yeah.
We had like a whole bathtub in your room.
Right.
That was like Nanama.
Oh really?
It was like $500.
The top room one way is like Juma.
But this was also a 24-hour ferry as well.
This is a 24-hour ferry as well. But it had like a bar in it. It had like a restaurant in it and stuff like that. So it had all the showers.
How full was it? How many people are going to these islands?
Well, currently it's like peak season right now for school holidays and stuff like that. So it was pretty full. It was almost full all the way there and all the way back. And I also realized as well when we got to the island that the ship not only carries passengers, but it also carries all of the cargo that is then sold at the supermarkets on the island.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the supermarkets only get, on the on-seasons, the supermarkets only get stocked up every 3 or 4 days. Or actually even longer than that, because it's one boat there and then another boat back. So it's like once a week, essentially.
Yeah.
That they get stocked up. So
Or is it not 2 boats?
There's one boat. So it's one boat that leaves, stays on the island for 3 days, and then comes back to Tokyo.
Oh, so you got the exact same boat back and didn't leave?
Exact same boat back.
Interesting.
So the boat stayed at Chichishima Port, which is in the Ogasawara Islands, for 3 full days until we got back on it to go back.
I wonder why that is. I feel like...
Probably because it's just such a long trip.
Yeah.
But I feel like you'd have like rotating crew. Maybe there's not enough demand. I don't know.
Maybe there's other like smaller cargo boats that come in and out.
I just love logistics. I love why the people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get excited. I'm like, those guys. They really. I mean, they've most certainly figured it out, and like that makes the most sense.
Yeah,
I just wonder
so.
why.
I think so. But that just means that like during the winter months, for instance, like this ship only comes and goes once a week. So they only get stocked up once every 2 weeks if we're doing the math correctly. But yeah, so luckily we went on during the on season, and like it was somehow cooler there than it was here. I don't know how that works. I thought it'd be way fucking hotter. But some of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. The people there were so nice. The food was really cool. One of the delicacies, or I guess specialties on this island, is sea turtle.
Oh.
Yeah. So they literally just there's I heard it from one of the locals. They have this really interesting system where, like on the way to the island, if you're standing outside and watching all the other islands pass by, there's so many sea turtles in this ocean because the ocean is just crystal clear. You can see pretty much like many meters down, and you just see this huge amount of sea turtles. And I always thought like sea turtles were like maybe not endangered, but at least like protected animals. So when I saw that it was on the menu, I had to ask, being like, so like what's the deal with the sea turtle stuff? And the woman explained it to me that on that island there is one guy who is allowed to catch and sell the sea turtles on the island. He has some kind of special permission or some kind of special license.
That's cool.
I guess he's like a fisherman of some kind that allows him to catch the turtles and sell it in a way that is non-destructive.
That's like those feudal jobs in England that are still maintained by like some people.
Yeah.
That are really cool.
Yeah. So I'd never seen sea turtle being sold before at a restaurant, so I was like, I have to try it.
I think I've eaten not saltwater. What do you call it? What do you call not saltwater?
Freshwater?
Yeah. I've eaten freshwater turtle, I think.
Oh, like suppon.
Yeah, suppon. Yeah.
Suppon. I've had suppon before as well, so I thought at first it was suppon, but it said umigame, which is sea turtle, so I was like, it's different to suppon. But if you've had suppon before, it's pretty similar.
Right.
In terms of like flavor and texture. And it was really good. The seafood there obviously was bussin'. And we just got really shit-faced for 3 days.
If you do with Chad and Max,
they're probably going to call an emergency shipment of liquor once they arrive.
I think
it's gonna be like the Scots in Boston again,
Chad is not built for a Japanese supply chain.
These poor islands, man.
I obviously don't want to give too much away because it's their video, but the whole premise was they wanted to go to the most remote pub in all of Japan. And I guess there was one pub here that's owned by like a half Japanese, half American guy. No, it was a pub. Yeah, it was like a pub / bar called Yankee Town. And it was really cool because it was this like wooden shack that was hand built by this one guy over the course of 10 months. And it was really cool. And he was telling us all these stories about it. And he was just like, so how did you like build the place? And he was just like, well, I had this plot of land that my grandfather had left to me. And I wanted to do something with it. So I wanted to, build like a pub or like a bar kind of deal. But in the middle of this plot of land, there's this giant tree that's been there for like hundreds of years. And he was like, well, I could like cut it down to make room for it, but fuck it, I'll just build around it. So in the middle of this pub, there's just this giant tree that's growing straight up through the ceiling.
Oh, that's okay.
And it just gives the coolest vibe ever. And this guy was just telling us all these like really cool stories.
What the fuck does he do when it rains?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but this is it here. Yeah, Yankee
that's
Town.
awesome.
Yeah, just the chillest vibes. There was a bunch of like locals who were there. just like strumming on their guitars and just like having the most like islander life possible.
I love those kind of bars because it's a bar that like
Yes, this dude here,
almost forces you to be friends.
Yeah,
You have to talk to everyone there.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing else.
Exactly.
That is the point of what the bar was meant to be in the beginning. Was to kill some time and socialize.
Yeah, by the end of the night, it was just a race between Chad and this other Japanese bloke that we made friends with of just trying to buy everyone beers.
Fuck yeah.
So just one person would just be like, 9 Coronas, please. He just passed them around in the pub.
Damn. What a night.
Really cool vibes.
How many people were in this bar? Was it like full?
Well, there was 8 of us. And then there was 4 other old blokes who were just like, I guess 3 of them were locals, 1 of them had come from Central
when you're
Tokyo.
the majority, you get to be the vibe setter too.
Yeah.
As the group.
Yeah. But
that sounds so awesome.
Yeah, really
What a
good
cool trip.
vibes.
Yeah.
Really good vibes. And there was a beach there that was really cool that had a sunken World War II ship that had been there. Because if you guys don't know the history of the Ogasawara Islands, it was owned by the Americans up until around the 60s, I believe. Something like that. It was a little bit before Okinawa was taken back.
Right.
And so there's when I traveled around on the island, and there's just a lot of like kind of old Navy sites and stuff like that where like the bunkers used to be, and and one of the shipwrecks that's like just probably not even 50 meters off the coast of this beach is just this old World War II shipwreck. And you could swim up to it, and now because so much time has passed since this boat had sunk there, it's just turned into its own reef ecosystem. So if you go out there and snorkel, you can just see like all this wildlife in and around the shipwreck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? Like when they drop cars into reefs to give them like room to make reefs or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen them. They just drop shit in there. Maybe they're just fly tipping. I don't know. But I assume they're doing it for the
Yes, Your no, Your Honor, I'm helping the local ecosystem, Your Honor. No, I'm
not littering.
I'm not littering, I
I'm
swear.
building them a home. The fish need it. But I look, as rough as the boat ride there and back was, I'm very glad I went there. Again, one of the most beautiful islands I've been to in Japan.
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend it. I did want to go to the other island, Hahajima, because apparently there is an even smaller settlement over there. I think it's like 150 people live on that island.
Yeah.
And they're known for like glassware, which I bought a couple of things from. But it's just really, really pretty. If you just want to kind of get away from everything, 419 people there.
Wow.
But yeah, if you just want to get away from everything and just like live the island life, like this is it. Okinawa was cool and all.
Yeah.
Oshima was like that too, although way more people.
Yeah.
Oshima was really cool because there was like no convenience stores.
Yeah.
But there was
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Oshima has like 10,000 population. Can you check Oshima population?
Yeah.
Which is in Tokyo as well. But you know they're like losing people as well. What is it? Let's have a look. 6,000.
6,000.
But they've got some really cool things there too. We did a video with Chris there, and it was really fun. And yeah, the islands are really cool. Like all these islands that kind of exist. You know that.
This trip definitely made me want to like go to some of the more like major islands off the coast of Japan that I haven't been to, like Sadojima. I really want to go to. Tsushima is another one that I really want to go to.
What's the? I forgot. I want to answer Chris Shodoshima or Shodoshima, the one between Kobe and.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Shikoku.
Yeah,
There's a really big island there. It's next to the art island, Nakajima, I think.
Yeah.
Is that something like
I think so, something like that.
I don't know. Sorry, I mean that's like a World War II place.
Yeah. Again, Japan has 13,000 islands, so it could be any one of them.
13,000 islands, but like 100 significant one. There are like, let's be real. There are a lot of inhabitable. Like,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Circles.
Yeah. I mean, the Ogasawara Islands, again, there's like 7 or 8 islands, but only 2 of them are inhabited.
Right.
Because the rest of the islands, which I saw when I went to, when I rode up, I took like an e-bike and rode to the top of the northern side of Hahajima, where you can see the other islands. I looked at some of those islands and I'm like, those are just cliffs.
Yeah.
Like there is no fucking way anyone can live on that island. But still really, really beautiful. Would definitely recommend.
Yeah.
But that's been my week.
Would you guys ever live the island life?
No.
I would if it wasn't 1,000 kilometers away. It was a little bit closer to the mainland, maybe.
I was like, there's like the manly urge in me to be like, what if, bro?
I don't think about like the island life. Think about the country life.
The country
Right.
life?
Yeah, being able to like be away from the city.
But
Yeah.
still on the mainland.
But you just still be able to get things, see a doctor. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, what if you have a medical emergency? You live here. Or like,
Then you have to take. They do have like They have like an emergency helipad there. So if you do have, because there's no
what if
hospital.
I just got
on
like
the
a
island.
fucking, I got like a spot. I got like a mole that I want to get checked. It's like, fuck.
Well, then you got to wait for the
Yeah.
boat. in 3
You know what I
days.
mean?
But I
Like,
gotta fucking deal with it.
every minor inconvenience now becomes a major
Or
inconvenience.
just fucking deal with it, come on.
Yeah, just deal with it.
Just fucking man up and fucking die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, you're on an
Just
island.
man up and die and stop paying medical bills, you piece of shit.
But what was also really cool was when we left the island, because I guess, you know, the local economy here obviously relies very heavily on, you know, tourism and stuff like that as well, domestic tourism.
Yeah.
So they did this whole like taiko performance, which was like summoning like the ocean gods for them to have like a good travel and stuff like that. And it was
Sick.
completely like not unnecessary, but like completely unexpected. And then as the boat was leaving the dock,
Joe just this is unnecessary.
yeah, this is
This is a bit much, isn't it?
we're going from Tokyo to Tokyo. But as the boat was leaving, there was this, what I can only describe as this just like train of all these other like fishing boats and like tourism boats and stuff like that that rode alongside of us for probably about 10-20 kilometers out into open water. And one by one, I guess all the staff members of like the fisheries and the tourism boats would jump off of the boats into open water just to be like, see ya.
What?
It was so weird. Yeah, so like,
What?
yeah, I don't know how to describe it. So it was, you know, the ferry would go off, and then trailing behind the boat as people are like, you know, waving the island goodbye, there would just be all these other smaller boats, and they would do this performance where like one boat would kind of go ahead, and then all the people on that boat would all simultaneously jump off the boat into open waters, just as like a final goodbye performance of some kind. And it would just be one boat after another after another. But the last boat, we are probably a good 30 kilometers off the coast. Like this is, they are diving into the open Pacific Ocean. Like, it is just open water, and all these guys are just like, let's jump in. I don't know how many fucking sharks there are in this thing, but
Bro.
fuck it, let's go.
Damn, they must really care about the tourism economy,
That
huh?
is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's what's going to sell me to come back. if I'm like super honest. Like, it's cool.
Really? Because to me, it sold it, because it
You're
just
now
goes,
going back because of that.
Well, I'm going back. I want to go back not only to explore the other islands, but I just think like even though you're only there for such a short period of time, the people on the island give you such a homely feeling. Like they're just like, you're not someone who's just visiting here. You're like a family member who is going away.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of thing, you know.
That's
and
really
like,
sweet, actually.
yeah, and like I was honestly like kind of tearing up when I saw it, because I was just like, I've never been to an island where they do this kind of shit, where they actually make you be like, fuck man, I don't want to leave. This place is dope. Like the people here are so
Yeah.
nice and so welcoming that they put on this performance that nobody expects and nobody asked for, and yet they were just so happy that you even came to visit them.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
You know, and like that really like warmed my heart up, and that made me want to come back. Even though the boat ride was horrendous.
But if they can get like a biplane or something, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, put a little like, you know, airport in there, and then, you know, maybe.
Oshima took a tiny plane with Chris.
Like a Cessna.
Yeah, it was a tiny propeller plane. It was about like 30 minutes. It was not long at all. It was cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, it makes it easy to go to this places.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it makes me want to go to more of these islands, for sure. Because I feel like there's just so much, it's such a unique culture that is so much more different from like anything you see on the mainland, you know? Because like, again, like I forgot the entire time I was there, I'm like, this is technically Tokyo.
Yeah.
These people are not speaking in a dialect. Like they're
Yeah.
speaking
Yeah.
like anyone in
Yeah.
the big city would talk. And yet just being so far away and being so isolated and having this like tight community, it has created an entirely different culture on its own.
Yeah.
And that's just incredibly fascinating to me, because you know, and made me wonder like, what are the other islands like, you know, like what's like Sadojima like, or like Tsushima like, you know? So definitely gonna make it a goal to try and explore those places.
Yeah, I always wonder what kind of mentality people have to like live on remote settlements with like very small populations, just isolated from everything.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing some videos of like the most remote settlement, which is like a fucking British settlement. It's like, can you search it up, guy? It's like the most remote settlement in the world. The Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. Oh, Tristan da Cunha, that's it.
Tristan, I've never heard of this.
Tristan da Cunha is the most remote settlement.
Like some gooner on 4chan.
Oh, St. Helena.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it is the most remote settlement on Earth.
It's like in the middle of the Atlantic, right?
Zoom out,
If I'm not
zoom out.
mistaken. Yeah, South America. Holy shit.
Look at that shit,
That
man.
island would have been worth a lot though back in the day. When we had so much ships, that would have been something valuable.
Yeah, and I just wonder what type of person must be like, you know what?
Wasn't this the island that like fucking Napoleon Bonaparte was excommunicated?
No.
Was it a different island?
It was the island. It was Africa, near Africa.
Yeah, I thought it was one of these islands, but
I mean, these stations, like I think it's probably like a weather station island. I imagine that's what a lot of these are.
No, this is like
it looks like a
this is
proper
like a
city.
full town.
Yeah, a proper town.
No, I know, but they probably have a weather station as like one of the main reasons why they probably push people to live
Yeah.
there.
I mean, it looks really fucking
It
pretty.
looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, one of those things where you get a little crazy when you stay on an island like that.
Yeah, because like me growing up in the city, and I suppose like people who grew up in like small towns will be able to relate, but I don't know what it feels like to just go around your local town and just know everyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's and this is especially exasperated when you're living in a remote island where the population is in like triple or even like quadruple digits. You know, it's I can't imagine knowing the principal or the fucking school teacher and just going to the supermarket and just seeing like everyone. You know,
Yeah, true.
that's
How long does it take to get to this island?
Oh, dude.
Not that I'm gonna go anytime soon. I'm
Probably
just
very long.
curious.
how long does it take to get to Tristan?
But there
da
are a lot of
Cunha?
people who are like, especially like, I feel like less so nowadays.
5 to 7 days by sea,
Yeah, you have to go from Cape Town, and
which
there-
already takes a long time from here.
There are a lot of like, I speak to a lot of older people, and like, whenever I go to the UK, I'm around people who are older, and they tell me like these crazy trips they did, like stuff like this, where they're like, obviously not like to this extent, but they just go to a place you've never heard of. And you're like, why that? And they're just like, well, why not?
Just wants to check it out.
But I feel like we don't really do this as much unless it's like a YouTube video nowadays. Like for people,
Yeah.
they're like, I went to the remotest, and even then it's like, I think a lot of people are like, 5 to 7 days. You're like,
Yeah.
round trip?
How often do you use your free will?
Not enough. Not enough.
I think about this where I'm like, you know, I do have free will, but also using free will sometimes takes energy. You know, I wish I fully utilize my free will to the fullest extent. That is not like always work related and shit.
Lately, I've acquired a new addiction, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon Championships.
Oh.
Oh, the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking great.
I've been addicted.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
fuck
bad.
yeah, dude.
It's basically, do you know Pokemon Showdown?
No.
So, because Pokemon, to do competitive Pokemon, you have to like breed them.
Explain competitive Pokemon to me. I have zero
So
knowledge.
for a very, very, very long time, every Pokemon tournament was done via like the newest game released, and then you had to get the Pokemon. But to kind of like even start theory crafting, you have to get the Pokemon, and then you have to breed the correct attribute, of which there are like.
They're called IVs.
Well, IVs is but like the
Personality.
personality, because that changes the attack, defense, speed, all these stats. On top of that, then you got to train IVs, so you have to train them, and it's like it takes a while. And even then,
We can't train IVs. You train EVs.
Sorry, train EVs. Sorry. So you train EVs, and then you have to do it a certain way. And it's a very time-consuming process, and a lot of people would like just cheats. But then Pokemon Company was like, hey, not cool for you to use cheated Pokemon in the thing. And everyone was like, well, this kind of sucks, because now you're basically limiting it to people who can afford to hire someone else to do it. Because a lot of people just, a lot of people play competitive Pokemon. It's not a big money earner.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who had like other shit to do in their life, and you can't expect them to like. So and on top of that, it was a new game every time. So you have to like do this all over again, or move all your Pokemon, or and it would change, and the moves they could learn, and you to get that. So and then maybe you theory crafted a great team, and it just doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So you're like, fuck, I got to go back and change some things. I got to re-raise the same Pokemon again with different EVs. And then you got to organize all. It's like a mess. It was like a full-on job to even begin playing competitive Pokemon.
Yep.
So there was a website called Pokemon Showdown that was basically, it would just take the PNGs and would like do all the stats for you. And that was very, very popular because it was basically like you could pick, okay, I want Pikachu with max EV and special attack, max defense EV, and 2 points in health. I wanted this nature, and then you built a team in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The Pokemon World Championships use that, right?
No, they used the games. They used
they use the games.
But now they get that. So then Pokemon took so long to do this, and it is I don't know why they didn't do it sooner. They basically said, look, we'll release a game that is going to be the competitive game on it. It's called Pokemon Championship. And it's basically like, it is a gacha game. So you, annoyingly, so you can't even get like, the good thing is that they have set Pokemon. So there's rule sets every couple of months. Where they're like, these 200 odd Pokemon are allowed, and they change what they're, so then you have to pull. But the game, to be honest, is pretty generous, and I've been able to find roughly what I want. I was very annoyed for a while because I couldn't find the one fucking Pokemon that I wanted. But generally, you can always build a team, and so that's how they make their money off of it. But the idea is that you can also for free transfer Pokemon from your games into it too.
Yeah.
It is a fucking hassle, and you can download a completely separate app.
Yeah.
But you can play it, and they also put it on phones. So it's sick. So you play it on Switch, and then I pull out my phone and I play it, and it's awesome because all the games are like 5 minutes.
Right.
That. So it's just super easy to like kill 5 minutes, and it's also a game where you can talk to someone and be like, "Yo, what's up? No, okay, give me a second."
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No. So yeah, I was saying. So it's like
Just think Pokemon Stadium if it was extra fucking sweaty.
And so this is like going to be how they're going to do all the competitive Pokemon from now on. But it's just really fucking sick. And then when you get the Pokemon, you can use your currency to say, I want these moves for it. I want these EVs. I want this nature. I want to change the ability to this. And it's awesome because you can kind of just like try and theory craft. And I've had a lot of fun where I've been using a team that someone else built, and then I've been kind of changing in Pokemon, seeing how it feels.
Yeah. A lot of experimentation with
it's really, really fun. And
also it's just a gamble as well, because like depending on the matchup, like you could have like the most like fucking rigid team, but if the matchup is bad, then it doesn't matter how much it is.
Because it's just mind reading. That's literally the game is. You're saying like they have these Pokemon, these moves they're going to use, and now it's up to you if you think they're going to try and outplay you. You need to predict that, but maybe you trying to outpredict an outplay ends up being the wrong move, and he just went for the simplest option that's gonna maybe let him win.
Yeah.
But you would have outplayed. So it's these really fun mind games that I've been really enjoying with.
My friend who's really into competitive Pokemon was like, think of it as the world's most complicated game of Junkin.
Yeah, basically.
It's like you'd have to think, being like, is he going to pull out rock or scissors or paper? But what if I double down and do scissors? It's literally that at the end of the day. So it's a very simple game to get into, but it's very deep when it comes to like the complexity of it that goes on behind the scenes. I'm surprised you got into it.
Well, because I did a Pokemon Championships streamer tournament.
Right.
On Wolfie Glick's channel.
Yeah.
He's like the goat of Pokemon competitive.
Yeah.
And I got built this team, and I was playing a bunch of Showdown while I was getting ready, because I didn't have the team on Champions. And I just had so much fun.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And then I really liked the quick nature of the games. Right?
Did you win?
No. I unfortunately I trolled in my first game that cost me my ticket out of the groups.
Damn.
Okay.
I think I was kind of happy with my performance, given I was really busy prior. But I got really into this, and it's kind of become my new addiction right now. I'm sure by the time this episode's out, I'm either cripplingly addicted or I'm out.
Yeah.
I already feel it waning a little bit, because I'm like, I don't know if I want to really get sunk into this. Because the problem with it being 5-minute games is there's always one more.
Yeah.
There's always
That's how they
LG.
get you, man.
There's always LG.
Yeah. So, is there like a meta in it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
depending on what Pokemon gets released. Because every time a new game comes out, there's a new set of Pokemon with different movesets, different IVs.
So they also
different features.
update the rule sets every couple of months on this.
Yeah.
Right.
So, it completely changes.
Okay.
Which is nice because I think it's.
I think Garchomp is the meta right now.
No, it's like fucking Pelipper Swampert.
Really?
Because Pelipper does Drizzle.
Pelipper?
Pelipper does Drizzle, and he's pretty good. He's fast.
Damn, yeah, but it's got 4 times the lightning.
Yeah, but you can like it. Okay, this is because then you could have like a Raichu with Lightning Rod, which absorbs the attack. So if they go for
true
you know
that.
they're going to go for the electric attack.
So you switch
You
out.
swap out one of the other guys, and then they get a boost. You see what I mean? There's like loads of.
Yeah.
It's basically. It is literally just. And it's beautiful because you get to bring 6 Pokemon each, but only 4 get to. You have to pick 4, and you see the other person's 6. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I need to think what they're going to think, and then you don't get to see what they brought, so you only see the first 2, and then you need to think what the other 2 might be.
And you see their attacks.
No.
No, so you have to be like, I think.
You have to not only be aware of
unfortunately-
your own Pokemon, but the opponent.
Unfortunately, it's like League a little bit where you got to learn the champs, like
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah.
You need to know this is the move they're going to do, and unfortunately, you just got to lose to a bunch of cringe things. You're like, I didn't know that. I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know that Pokemon had Armor Tail.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't know Ferrerograph is a terrorist. I didn't know that. So those things are fun, but I've been having a lot of fun. You know, it's a good distraction when you need 5 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
And at the airport, it was like the best time waster I've ever had. It's awesome.
So how many hours have you put in?
I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15 so far.
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been like
But it's been a
ramping
very
up,
engaging 10
and
15.
it's been I could see it. I can see the seeds it's planted in me. I don't know if I like it. No, I don't know. But yeah, but it's been really fun.
Can you check on your phone actually how much time you put into it?
Well, I've been also playing the Switch
Oh,
because it's nice. Because sometimes I don't know. I like playing on the phone, but sometimes I don't like playing on the phone. You know
Yeah.
how it is. So
I'm always curious whenever
Can you see my
someone
playtime?
whenever someone says like, yeah, I put this many hours into it.
Well, that's like I don't know.
Yeah.
How do I see my
by
time in a
feeling.
game? Screen time. Here we go. What does this mean? Okay, this week, only 24 this week. Last week I had 4 hours. Week before I had 4 hours.
Okay.
But then, again, you got to think like it's 5 minutes per game.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of games.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The only cringe thing I don't like is that some people play like hella stalling teams. And you're like, well, you're wasting my time and your time.
Oh, where they just keep flipping around.
Yeah, because I picked a team that like literally wins or loses in the first 2 moves. So I'm like, okay, I can move on and go forward. You know,
Yeah.
I'll make the call.
So are you in ranked or are you playing casual?
Ranked.
Ranked?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's good. The rank's really good too. And again, it's good. Good fun.
Awesome.
And yeah,
Are you high ranked now or?
I got to Master Ball tier in the first season, and now I'm washed. I'm trying to get back there. So it reset.
Okay.
a couple of days ago,
Okay.
so
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
thinking about
seasons.
it. But yeah, it's been fun. What you guys? What anything else?
Yeah, I've been an actual gamer. I'm getting into Hollow Knight.
Oh, dude, I saw.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw you streaming that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just randomly was just like,
I'm scared to play that game
why?
because I played it one time when I was a YouTuber,
Yeah.
and this is like right when it came out. I
Yeah.
played it. And I did not like the backtracking. I only played like 3 hours.
Yeah, but that's all Metroidvanias.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate this argument so much, dude, because Metroidvania fans are insufferable with this because they say like, oh my god, complaining about backtracking in Metroidvania. It's like, no, the way I see it is like, if you're driving in a driving game is shit,
Yeah.
it's not like, guy doesn't like driving in a drive. It's like, no, you did fucking bad driving and you should know that you did bad driving.
Right.
Because, look, when I played Aria of Sorrow on Metroidvania, it's beautiful. The game beautifully guides you, and you go from room to room, and then the itch to backtrack comes up. It's not a need. You keep going, and the way that they laid it out is beautiful. It guides you on this path, but you constantly keep thinking, "What about that one room where I saw that ledge?" And then but it doesn't make you go back there. It doesn't force you to. It keeps allowing you to go fill out this map. There's no barriers until you get like a power up in a room, and you're like, "Oh, I wonder if it's for that ledge." But at this point, they've been like, "Hey, buddy, teleporter on us. Gonna from this room. Yeah, it's a little bit of a trek, a little bit annoying, but it's way quicker than going all the way back."
Right.
And you kind of get like this beautiful synergy of discovering these teleporter rooms when you start needing them, and then you kind of get guided and you go through it. And it's like, if I have to actually just backtrack for 3 hours because you wanted to make me do that, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, but Hollow Knight also has a fast travel option.
Yeah, I know.
That you have to unlock.
Yeah, I know. But you have to unlock it, and yeah, I think just for the first couple of hours, when and at this point,
And
I will.
No. Look, I completely get it because as much as I love Metroidvania games, I also hate backtracking, especially when it's unnecessary and it's just a time sink.
Like you need to make it so that it makes sense, and
Yes,
that like
100%.
it is an aspect of the game that is really well thought out and is fun, and not just because you like everything else and you're willing to like let it go. You know, because for me, you know, we have less free time now. We're getting older.
Do you think it's like the equivalent of like playing about a Souls game, where no matter what, it's just like, oh, that's just part of the Souls experience?
Yeah,
you know?
Souls fans do it
Dying
too.
500 times is part of the experience.
Yeah, Souls fans do it too, right? They complain about certain things that like, look, you just got to understand that some people aren't going to like the fucking send you back to the start mechanic and twist your balls. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to be okay. Like, I know you're cool with that.
Yeah.
But you can't be mad at other people for complaining about it.
All right. Do you think you should be able to pause in a Souls game?
Mid-fight?
Just pause anytime.
I think like there are so many occasions outside, like, because I am so rarely ever pausing in a boss fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm rarely doing it to gain some kind of edge. I'm mostly pausing when I need to go to the piss, when I need to go do something, when I'm tapped out. Like, I just think you should be able to pause. Because it's like, there's nothing worse than being like, I guess I'll just sit in this corner and I'll have the menu up and I hope that no one fucking kills me, and then they kill you. And you're like, this is so dumb. Like, I'm getting punished for something where I wasn't even there, you know? Because how many times are you trying to pause mid-fight? Honestly.
I mean, the thing that's most annoying is when you kind of just, when it's not during the boss fight.
Maybe someone calls you mid-fight.
Yeah, or it's. I mean, this happened on stream. I'm not pissed when it happens in the boss fight, but I remember I was mid-boss fight and an earthquake happened, and Sydney was calling for me, and there's this moment where I'm just like,
Okay.
But,
here's my thoughts on that. You lost that run, presumably, to the earthquake, right?
Yeah.
If you are good enough, you could do it again. If you were only ever meant to be able to beat that boss one time, you wasn't earned.
Yeah.
You need to be able to beat that boss a second time, a third time. That is like the point of a Souls game.
Would you say that if you were facing Radahn though?
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. If
Look,
I
I'd
was
be
like,
pissed, but I'd also be happy at the great clip I have going.
But not everyone is a streamer, Connor. Imagine you're one shot away from
He's
like
thinking content brain.
No, but I also think this is going to be a great story. Like your life's currency is stories. You know, being able to tell a funny story is worth more than any victory in a video game, to be honest with me. And you don't realize that until, you know, you get older and you start running out of stories. and you realize,
Fair enough.
damn, all we have are good fucking stories to share with each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, did you like Hollow Knight?
I mean, I'm very, very early into it, but maybe I'm viewing it wrong, or maybe I'm just goated. I don't know. I thought it would be harder.
Oh.
People were telling me that Hollow Knight is a hard game.
I think it's a pretty hard game. Is the one that's quite difficult.
Is it
Silk Song is definitely harder.
Okay.
Yeah, but some of the, especially the optional boss fights in Hollow Knight, I remember I struggled quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but
that's like the DLC one that's crazy.
I haven't even touched that.
This might age very poorly as I get like further and further into the game.
The last boss fucked me up with Hollow Knight. Yeah.
But I was expecting, I had this level of expectations where people are just like, oh, it's in the Metroidvania, but there's a big difficulty spike at X and Y, and you're playing 2D Souls or something like that.
I mean, it might also just be people not used to platforms.
You're a bit of a masochist.
Why? What do you mean?
You like really difficult challenges.
Yeah.
I don't like difficult challenges.
Yes, you do. You're from fucking Dark Souls straight into Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
You want a challenge, buddy.
No,
What's going on? Rose completed life, so he needs something.
I heard like one thing that is like that is truly standing out is the vibes in Hollow Knight are fucking immaculate.
So good.
And I had to search this because I was like going through some areas. I was like, oh, this music really feels like Kevin Bacon-esque. Because like it really felt like I was like going through like a Made in Abyss area or something like that, and it gave me that kind of like wondrous vibe. And it really I get about the backtracking because I kind of agree. I kind of like feel like it's just a chore to backtrack.
It doesn't mean the game is bad.
Yeah.
It just means it's not a good aspect of the game.
Yeah,
It's tough.
but I will say the feeling of being able to explore a new area, just getting that feeling of like childlike wonder as you discover a new area and you don't know what you don't know what you can find around the next corner. I feel like few games can like achieve that so well, and I think even though I'm very very early into Hollow Knight,
it's scratching the edge.
it's like it's getting to that point where I'm like, I just want to play it again. I just want to continue playing.
That's how
it,
I know,
man.
like, when you're streaming a lot, it's when you found something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're like, all right, guys, I'll do an anime react next week.
Yeah.
But when you're streaming a lot, I'm like, oh, he's found something.
Yeah.
He's hooked.
I was just like, fuck. I only had like 3 hours like to stream after we did our stream, and I'm like, I just want to play Hollow Knight. I just want to continue playing it. It's an suboptimal stream because it's like I can only play this for 3 hours, but I cannot stop myself. Like
Yeah, it's a fast 3 hours.
And now I'm thinking, it's like, what is around the next corner? What is around that corner? What am I discovering?
Yeah, every time you go into a completely new area, you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. And I don't know so much about the lore. I've never been a lore guy so much. I'm a lazy gamer. I like it drip fed to me.
Sure.
Right? So I understand when you're playing Elden Ring or Souls game, people can like fully get into like the lore of it. But I'm like, damn, that requires so much effort to really like. So, and for me, when I think about getting into lore, I love like the Mass Effect lore because they literally have a fucking encyclopedia where they will literally like have a narrator tell you the lore of this one place. I'm like, that's perfect. I can just sit down and just listen to it like a fucking podcast.
It's an audiobook.
Yeah. But if I have to
trash text.
Yeah, but if I have to scroll through every item and just read the item description, I'm like, can someone just tell me? I'm just gonna watch a lore video on YouTube of someone explaining to me.
I'm already sweating, trying not to die. I don't want to piece these puzzle pieces together.
You get like I've always thought of it because I've played a lot of these games now on stream, and I've played games that are insanely cryptic and tell you nothing, and I've played games that tell you a lot. And personally, what I've found to be like a really satisfying mix for like a lot of people is like the main story that is communicated to the player in a way that is like, not like handholdy or not like exposition, just a story that you will always pick up on is great. And then every little like document or every little piece adds like a layer to the world that isn't necessary to enjoy it or appreciate the game, but as a fan will make you really happy that you read that. It's like I'm trying to think of an example that does it well. I think like BioShock 1 does this pretty well, where you kind of everything you kind of pick up or learn outside of what is happening in cutscenes is really, really interesting.
Yeah.
And not because it's story relevant, although it is. It's just because you learn so much.
It builds upon it.
Yeah, and because once they've sold you on the world, it's like gravy. It's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
100%.
That's when it's done well. But when it's like the story is told through fucking scroll number 17 on the ground in a like miscellaneous cabin, you're like,
and then the next one you pick up is scroll number 19. You're like, fuck, now I gotta go find scroll number 18.
It's also like, you're like, you never know how long the player's been playing for. And unfortunately, when it comes to just straight reading, you kind of lose people, even if it's like super story impactful. If I'm on hour 7, I might be a little gassed, like mentally about reading a game.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just enjoying the distraction, the repetitiveness of the gameplay, that kind of input, output. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. And it's like, I can appreciate like the lore that goes into a game like Elden Ring and Hollow Knight, stuff like that. But personally as a gamer, I'm not playing them for the story. I'm playing them for the fantastic exploration and gameplay. And to me, like the lore, which I'm going to like get through osmosis through a fucking YouTube video, that's like a nice cherry on top, But it's not the main reason I play the game. Maybe Hollow Knight might, change my mind because I've not really put that many hours into it right now. I'm still like very, very early days into it. But right now I'm just really, really enjoying the exploration and battle mechanics, and you know, I don't play a lot of Metroidvanias, but to me, I'm a big fan of Mega Man, and it's just scratched that itch for me. You have like, it's like Mega Man, but with like the more of the exploration, which you get with Metroidvanias.
That satisfying itch of like barely making it through a bunch of enemies.
Yeah.
It's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
And like mechanically intensive. It's great. Good fun.
Yeah, exactly. You been playing anything, Joey?
Not really. I've been playing the new Rhythm Heaven game.
That game looks fun though.
That game is fun as fuck.
Seems hard.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, because I grew up playing the original one on the DS, and that was such a fucking good game. And it's the newest one in 15 years, I think. So playing it now on like a big TV screen instead of the small DS, very different. And it's quite challenging because I feel like they kind of up the difficulty and the preciseness of it. It's not like a rhythm game where like you have a little margin of error
like
or anything like that. It's you got to be pretty perfect with it. So it gets tough.
Fun?
Very fun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just nice, chill, like, you know, just kind of pick up, play a couple of games, put down kind of vibe. So yeah, no. I'm a gamer.
Let us know down below, viewers, what you've been playing or watching, or what do you want us to try and play or watch? It'd be fun to know.
Look at all these patrons, though.
Look at all these beautiful patrons.
Look at all these gamers right here.
Proper gamers, right?
Proper gamers right
Proper
here.
gamers.
But hey, if you want to join this list of proper gamers, you can do so by going over to patreon.com/trashtaste, where all of you joining us over there right now can check out right after this weekly Patreon exclusive content. We got a brand new one that you guys can go check out. We're gonna play a clip of that.
Okay,
I'm sorry, when did you call it, Connor?
Oh, it's the button mashing game.
I mean, we don't need a look. This is just straight skill, boys.
It's A, right? Okay. All right, here we go.
Start.
Oh, I don't think I'm doing well. Oh, I did not do well. I think Connor won that.
Oh my god, my fucking elbow got fucked from that.
My fucking... Okay. At least we all beat Shy Guy, right? Okay, there we go.
Come on.
Fuck.
Bro. Let's go.
Yeah, the last like 2 seconds I looked up and Connor's mashing was definitely better. But again, if you want to go check that out and support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Not to talk about OCs, maybe other character. Did you see the new League of Legends champion?
No.
You should see his design.
Why?
He looks familiar.
What?
What?
I didn't know there was a new. I have not kept up with League
Look,
stuff.
go images.
Okay, wait, don't tell me. Let me take a look.
What's his name?
That's not Joe's name.
He looks very familiar to another character.
He does?
Yeah, everyone compared him to Nanami from.
Oh.
He does have kind of the Nanami vibes, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Brother, I'm too old for this. I saw that and I was like, yeah, it's kind of Vash the Stampede. with like
Everyone's just like League of Legends Nanami. Sorry to bring up the original character, original. No,
Are you gonna play him?
I'm not playing League, bro.
Yeah.
Are you still playing TFT?
I'm Emerald 3.
What the fuck? You're coding, bro. You're going crazy.
I treat
Smoke break.
TFT like a smoke break. Or I'm like, I've done enough drawing. Let me play quick TFT. Or if I'm like doing a really boring part of my video, like I'm just coloring, I'll have TFT on the second screen.
I do miss it. I haven't played since October. I keep track like an alcoholic. I'm clean since October.
When are you gonna relapse?
Dude, I want you so bad. Sometimes because I don't even have it installed on my PC League of Legends.
Someone else.
I wonder if I logged in right.
An hour.
Okay, now I think I
There's a
could beat it.
video that Red Bull dropped with some of the highlights from it, and I wanted to take a look. So let's take a look together. This is from Red Bulls, the 20 most insane moments from Streamer Games 2026. All right, let's take a look.
What are you talking about? Look, this one's even. Just do this one.
Bro, half and half. Oh my gosh, my nightmare. So half and half was supposed to be cooler because we had this tech that Auto made where we had 2 scales and you put it on the scale and then like boom, and it pops up with the exact difference. But it broke like minutes before it was supposed to start. So I had 2 regular scales and I had to do the math live, which is a worse visual experience, although it gets the same information at the end of the day, and it's a bit slower. So a little unlucky. It wasn't because it overheated, it was because the amount of live streams and TVUs and backpacks, the Wi-Fi stopped working. And then in practice, it worked well because there was less, Wi-Fi drainage or something. Kind of like, when you're at a stadium and it says 5G, but you can't even send a text. It's kind of like that. So it worked. It was just visually not what I was wanting it to be. My math was pretty fast. Shout out my mental math.
Like a little over the span.
But it's better to have a visual.
Yeah.
12 seconds left, guys.
We might have fun.
So that was the first 2 attacks.
What do you think?
Hey, wait,
Fucking
that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Speed is 17 grams.
Okay.
This first half is 125 grams.
Is that good?
Oh my god.
That is literally 2.
Oh my god, it's 127 grams. 2 gram difference.
2 grams is insane, by the way. Like, a gram is it's such a small unit of measurement. It's such a tiny unit of measurement.
Fuck this game, I'm out.
They beat Team UK. It's 2 grams difference. It's 2
Nice.
grams. How do you get a 2 gram?
Mexico.
This is just like a for fun throw. My real throw is my second one.
Currently Mexico in first, USA in...
Whoops. I sleep in here.
Dude. That was some ass.
That's crazy.
The cameraman even got faked out. It was so bad the cameraman couldn't keep up with the dog shit that he had produced.
W Event 07.
Bro, a paper ball would make it farther.
This right here is a kamikaze plane.
Okay. So, all right, I was part of the issue with streamer games is it has a $0 prize pool.
Jackass.
Literally $0. But streamers are so sweaty. They are constantly trying to break every single rule. And I have to be the decider of what is towing the lines in legal and fair fun and what is outright bullshit. And it's difficult. It's very difficult because they will argue like it is a high school debate club. Like if I say no to Agent here, he goes, well, you supplied the paper and the scissors and the tape. What am I supposed to do? This is all I made. You didn't tell me beforehand. I would have made something else. Bro, and then VA, don't even get me started on VAR. Fuck me with the VAR. God damn it, bro. I came in thinking VAR is going to be so fun, bro. We're going to do this. We're going to take a look at the replay. It'll be exciting. And then it just happened to be like it felt like it just took the wind out of the sails for a couple of events. It wasn't bad in certain events, like in dodgeball, but sometimes it's just like, it just takes the wind out of the sails. It feels like we're cruising, everything's going, and it's like, it was really bad on Simon Says. It was really bad on Simon. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, it's not gonna make it sad. It will not make a safe landing, but it's gonna make it somewhere. Somebody called it a sub sandwich earlier, but
does this count?
It's paper and tape, and that's all we gave them.
All right, this counts. This is the paper airplane. If you'd like to take a close up. Wow. Wow. Team Mexico is leading. Dantes takes a step. If he falls, his team will lose.
Dude, Crate Stack was lit. I would say one thing about Crate Stack, 2 minutes shorter and it's money. it's money. Maybe 3 minutes shorter. We gave an 8-minute time limit. Maybe it should have been 5 minutes. Because for whatever reason, I don't even know why they did this, but they started playing this game of chicken. It was unnecessary. There was no advantage to playing a game of chicken because we counted the highest spot that you got to. Well, for whatever reason, they just adopted this meta where they would get like a little bit up and then wait for them to catch up. And then it's like, there's no reason to do it. There's genuinely zero reason. It does not matter if you fall first. And we were very clear about that, but I think it was maybe like partially fear and partially slowing down or whatever. But they all kept running the game of chicken.
25 seconds. Team Canada's in the lead. 15 seconds. Team Canada's winning. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Team Mexico, you need to step up one more time. Remember, you need to go. You need to go. 6,
Skill draw.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
John Archer?
Dude,
Who the
it's
fuck is
crazy
John Archer?
like how it must. Next year we should get like a GoPro on their helmet because their POV must be so crazy because they're up there wobbling like somebody walking on a tightrope across the Empire State Building, and then you're watching it from here and it's like, yeah, it's about the height of Martin.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I hear something.
yeah, it's a.
This way? Ah, fuck, it's a big one. Caught it. Lucky. Nice.
About roughly 6 feet and change. It's not that bad. But they're up there like, whoa, whoa. And I know it's scary up there too, so I don't blame them for it. It's just funny how different it looks from down here.
Team Canada wins.
That was crazy.
That
Found
was
it.
a neck-and-neck match. Dantes is going for the knee strat.
Dude, this strat was
Dantes
sick.
steps up with both knees before catch up. He will lead. Big play. Canada's in the lead. Canada's in the lead. France, 10 seconds. Canada's gonna lose.
France is gonna lose.
3, 2, 1. It's over. Team Canada wins.
That was such a sick ult. I'm glad that strat worked. It was just fun to watch. The double knee strat. So if you don't know, bro, crate stack is a thing. Like, we didn't invent crate stack. But crate stack climbing, if you look it up, deadass every single good crate stacker does this. They do 1x1 climbs where they're climbing in the holes of the crate. And it's way faster and you can get way higher. But I don't think our competitors were able to even envision doing a 1x1 ever since the 2x1 meta got started. Because like, this is secure as hell. I mean, obviously it's easier when you're smaller, but like this is a man. This is a man doing it with rock climbing shoes, but still a man. And that, look how tall that is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 2 off of Maya. What did Maya get? Did Maya get 16 or she get 18? What did she get? She did high. She might have gotten 18, right? How does her feet there? There's like little holes which are handles for the crates. Anyway, that I was surprised no one tried it.
Give it up for Team Canada. Saving the 2 crate strat for the very end. Is that something you had talked about? Not at all.
Kind of like have to adapt with who you're playing with. That's what it is. The thing is, like, me and Martin, we're on the same wavelength. Like, I can start a sentence, he'll finish it.
UK tried it. I don't know if Gart tried the 1x1. He tried like a 3x1. Gart innovated, okay? Maybe it didn't work out, you know? It's like, you ever hear the stories of people who tried to fly before we figured out planes? You know, they made a wingsuit and they jumped off the Eiffel Tower. A lot of people laugh at those guys. They're innovators. They
Stay away from
needed
Pandora.
to fall, so the others could fly. It just didn't work out.
What the
In
fuck?
another
It's a
universe,
wife?
you know, that's the Wright brother. Just didn't work out.
I'm a professor.
You didn't do that. Benji, talk to me here. You got first place last time.
Everybody doubted me. Everybody said I sucked. They said I was not going to do it. And here we are.
Number one, not right now. Benji, whenever you're ready, let the big one fly.
I see them.
Yeah, that was electric. That was electric. Paper airplane toss was tough. So paper airplane toss initially was gonna be up here, if you can see, kind of next to my head, like next to Benji's head here. And this is where the casters were on this little balcony. We're gonna bring them up there and then measure from way up there. But then it was kind of hard to measure because there was no like track. It was like random. It was just a bunch of random shit. And so it was like, you had to use like a gun that measures distance or something. And so then I was like, okay, what if we do it on the field? And we had like one of those giant cranes, or like, I forget what you call them, like the thing that lifts up people. It's like, beep, beep, and it lifts up people. So we're gonna use one of those. And we had an operator, and then the people who loaned it came back to us and they said, you can't fucking use that. And so then we had this riser made like literally the day before the contest, or maybe the morning of the first day. And it wasn't as high as I initially thought I wanted when I thought of paper airplane. But it, you know, it ended up working out.
I told y'all, don't doubt me. 18.25. 18 yards! Cake will be your final round. Team UK, come on up and select one of the 3 cakes here.
Nice.
That's good.
Let's get started.
There you go.
Chat, was half and half fun to watch on stream. I think it was bad live because there wasn't much visual to see. I shortened it a lot. It's funny how a show goes. Like when a show's happening, like you have to adapt very quickly. So when I realized the tech wasn't working, initially half and half was supposed to be way different. It was supposed to be 8 teams, 1 is eliminated, like Battle Royale. And then 7, 1's eliminated. 6, 1's eliminated. 5, 1's eliminated. And then when there were 4 left, it was supposed to be a bracket. A bracket here and a bracket here, and then a 3rd place match and a finals. I cut all that like instantly the moment I realized the tech didn't work, and it was much shorter because there was only 1, 2, 8 to 6, 6 to 4, 4 to 2, and then it was only 4 matches. It was supposed to be probably twice as long, and I cut like all of it.
It is a 27 grand.
Which I think was a good call.
Give it up for Team Worldwide.
It was still an hour. I know it was going to be 2 hours.
They're currently in first. They would extend their lead if they're able to win this. What cake you going for?
I see.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, when I fucking hit the watermelon the Ortiz sisters had, and then they blamed me for the bad measurement. Oh my God, I was so stressed. I was so stressed. Cause they don't play about the Ortiz sisters on TikTok. All right, Wendy's got shooters, bro. And I was like, fuck me, bro. I already can see the posts. Hosted the event Ludwig after Team Mexico, trying to get them to lose. And I was like, no. And I was trying to make it because I just saw them struggling. I was trying to, but it did. So, but anyway, I'm happy that we had them redo it. We did it by percent, and ball don't lie. That worked out. Ball don't lie. Your solution still fucked them? No, that's insane. By the way, hold on. The solution I gave was it was honestly very, very fair to them. It was very, very fair. It was literally a redo.
All right, cut has been made. 836 grams.
Okay.
Your second half. It's 850 grams. It's a 14-gram difference. Let's go. Team Worldwide wins 14.
Let's 14. Let's go now. Let's fucking go.
I did not scam Team Mexico, bro. I literally gave them a recut, and the recut was easier.
It's a 14-gram difference. I don't know how you did it.
Summits is up, Summits is down, Summits is nose, Summits is belly, Summits is nose, Summits is belly, Summits is shoulders, Summits is top, Summits is stop, hands up, you're out, Summits is hands.
How the fuck did Sakura fuck this up on hindsight?
Summits is top.
Oh, she did this thing where she wasn't looking. She was just listening. And so when he said Summits is tap, she jumped to her head.
Summits is stop, hands up, you're out. Summits is hands up, wave it around, you're out. Summits is wave, Summits is stop, hands down, you're out. And then there were 2.
I will say, or not, how should I phrase this? First off, okay, desculpe mi Portuguese brothers and sisters around the world. Please, don't shoot me, please. I fucked up. Please don't fucking shoot me in the fucking skull. I fucked up. Bro, they're on my ass. They're on my ass, please. Because in their defense, I did fucking bite at Selbit, all right? I did get fucking mad. And I wasn't mad at Selbit. I was just mad at, like, how VAR combined with Simon Says. That was it. It's because Simon Says is like this game that's kind of fun, and it's like kind of fun to have a winner. Simon Says is basically just destroyed by VAR because you have to stop it and then get someone out. And I think here's the honest truth of VAR. You should only be able to call VAR on yourself, not somebody else. Like, I don't think you should be able to VAR somebody else being out. You should VAR yourself getting out that you disagree with. It's not like an attack. You know what I mean? It's like a ruling on yourself that you wanted to change. So like, for example, in dodgeball, you would use it if you got out or you think you got someone out or whatever. It's like an appeal in that sense. I think you just like, if you look at Simon Says, like people are cheating constantly. And like, I wish people just didn't cheat straight up. That's my dream. But people cheat in damn near every fucking event. Like in genuinely every event. It's disrespectful to Steve Max. He's fine. You're a soft as fuck. He gets paid a shit ton of money. Like, he's fine. You know what makes up for it? The money. That's what the money's for. Okay? Mad Men. It's disrespectful. That's what the money's for. He's fine. But I think, like, people are cheating constantly in every event. It's insane. People are cheating in musical chairs. People are cheating in dodgeball. People are cheating in volleyball. All right? And then even when we call them out on a rule, they're arguing the rule. It was online. It was offline. I didn't touch the line. I didn't sit in the chair. The chair sat shouldn't have count. I did tap. I didn't tap. They didn't tap. It's like always, constantly, always happening, and always people are cheating. And I think, like, to an extent, I don't really give a fuck. All right? I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I'm trying to make sure we're following the rules to an extent, but like, if you look about how I reffed volleyball, I followed maybe one of the 75 rules of that game. So many rules were called incorrectly or weren't called or whatever. Like, you know, it's kind of bullshit. I like to just have one or two rules that I'm very strict on, and the rest, I don't really give a fuck.
True.
You know, same with dodgeball, same with musical chairs, same with whatever. And so for Simon Says, like, if Steve doesn't call it, I ultimately hand that power over to Steve, you know? If Steve doesn't see it and you get away with it, I feel like it's part of the game. It's like getting away with a foul in basketball. It's like, you got him. You got the refs there. That's fine. You got him. Sometimes you get away with one. It's against the rules, but you got away with it. And I think, VAR is done. It's dead. It's dead. It never comes back. It never comes back. Because what's better than VAR is whatever the ref says is final. Bye-bye. You have a complaint? Sorry, the ref said it. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky, dude. The ref said it. It's for $0, y'all. It's for $0. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, but it was just stressful.
Damn.
It was stressful. And I feel bad, by the way. Disculpe, because I did take out my anger on Selbit in the moment. Because Selbit VAR'd, and in my head, I'm like, oh, this has ruined the final round of Simon Says, which is usually like kind of a cool moment in it. And it's not Selbit's fault, because Selbit's just a team captain trying to earn as many points as possible for his team, which that's his incentive. That's what he should do. That's what a good captain does. But me, all I care about is a good show that runs on time, that is safe and fun. That's it. That's all I care. You know, I mean this so genuinely. There was a lot of Portuguese or Brazilian fans who were like, Ludwig's only mad because Cutie is in it or something, which isn't true. I really don't care who wins the event. It does not matter. It literally doesn't matter to me at all. I'll tell you this, though. Here's my dream, is that it's a close game. That's it. If it's a close game and fun to watch, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Which it wasn't close because Team International was insane. The last game the last game doubled the points. It didn't even matter. But I'm a show. I want to show. I'm a showman. So that's all I really go for. So I think I just gotta kill VAR because I think it doesn't help the show, or it has to be like ABS where if you want to call something, it's right there. It's right there. You call it right now. You know, like in baseball, you can call a called strike, you know, ABS, and then if it's a ball, they'll look at it, whatever. But you have to call it that pitch. It's not like you can go, you know, one batter later and then be like, oh, that was actually a ball, because it's a different universe. We're just in a totally different universe. Everything would have changed. Everything would be different. Everything, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have to do it like that, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like it's better. But yeah, I rewatched a clip. I was too harsh to Selbit in the moment. Selbit did not deserve that because he was just being a good captain. But also, funny enough, someone pointed this out. Because Selbit called it out, this is what happened. Because Selbit called it out, it changed the second place from Mexico to All-Stars. It was literally, if Selbit hadn't called it out, Mexico would have gotten second place. Because Selbit called it out, All-Stars got second place. So that VAR call literally decided second. I preferred when the last game wiped all the points. Yeah, but I always thought that was dumb. Because, like, imagine you wipe all the points and then, like, Team Alumni wins the entire event. It feels like not accurate to what happened in the games. Like, Team Worldwide was just the best team, and they deserve to win. Because this got brought up, right? I said, hey, the last game might be worth more points, but the last game is not going to decide who wins. It's just going to be worth double the points. Which, if you think about it, there's 12 games. So if it's worth double, then there's 13 games worth of points, and that game's worth 2. So ultimately, there's like 11 out of 13 other games that impact it. If they're so far ahead that there's no way for them to lose, then they deserve to win. And if they weren't to get the win, it would be Lamicki. It would be just the most Lamicki win of all time. So for me personally, I think Worldwide just deserved it. Because they did kind of throw in PKs, but they still, they've done so much work that it's all Mickey, it's for content. No. There's varying levels of Lamicki. It's not as serious because it's for content, but it's not Lamicki. Okay, Lamicki is when the win is not deserved. It is not when the content is not serious. The win was deserved. There's no way to say that Worldwide did not deserve the win. They deserved the win 100%. It was not a Mickey win. But yeah, I think that's my VAR outlook now.
Summit is up, Summit is down, Summit is nose, Summit is shoulder, Summit is opposite shoulder, Summit is touch this, Summit is hands up. You're out, you didn't touch your nose.
I give every team one chance per day to call a replay.
Right.
Canada's claiming that the team Mexico might have cheated to win that last round.
This is so funny to rewatch because I just saw Sakura moments ago, like technically get out and get away with it.
Hands down, you're out, Put around, hands up, it's belly, Summit's belly, Summit's shoulder, Summit's tap.
Like Simon says tap and he's on the shoulders and she's tapping her head. Which I guess maybe he didn't specify.
I just tuned in.
Maybe he didn't specify. He said tap, he didn't say tap the shoulders. He did say Simon's, you know what, actually, he just said Simon says tap. Maybe that means you can tap anything.
No, Summit's shoulder, Summit's opposite shoulder, Summit's touch this, Summit's hands up. You're out, you didn't touch your nose.
You're claiming. Shoulders, tap the shoulders, hands up.
Oh, that is egregious though. That is egregious. That is a big hands up by Danny. But this is what I mean though, it's like such an alternate universe because Danny's eliminated for like round, this is still 7 people left, right? And so like it would have gone so much differently.
Let's see.
Danny's worshiping.
Danny, you should have been out.
Yeah.
Team Mexico does not qualify. Team Canada's moving on. Oh, returned on the field. VAR successful. And a chance to improve first place. Joel.
Oh my god, I recorded a YouTube short today of me throwing the tungsten cube through Aiden's car. Holy shit, does that cube do some damage.
Already sitting pretty.
It's a lethal weapon. And by the way, this one, it's bigger, like I'm talking about the big one.
With not too scary of a competition behind.
Not as, for context, Aiden has a car that has been at our warehouse for 4 years. It doesn't work anymore. It's a totaled car.
See how he does. What the? 8.73, he beat his record. My God. 8.73. You chose Team Mexico.
Absolutely.
Why absolutely? Why so confident?
They're unathletic. Every single one of them. Who's athletic on their team?
Danny Bands threw the cube farther than you.
Got a bad shoulder.
We're being very serious about this line.
Is there any reason why they didn't shot put it? I think shot putting is a skill, and I don't think any of them have that skill. So I think that's why. I think they're just kind of, some of them are kind of strong and they're trying to heave it. But like, if it's a skill, like shot putting is not. So if you don't know how to do it and you try it, Tyler one did try it, but then he he fouled. But like, yeah, if you try it, you can A, end up hurting yourself, or B, get a worse score than just chugging.
Including the first runoff.
Dude, this pissed me off so much. I feel like I was so crystal clear about the line, and nobody respected it. It was insane. It was insane, bro. I felt fucking crazy. I don't know. Someone might know the amount of times I brought up the line. It must be like 100. I genuinely think I must have brought it up 100 times. It was like, and every time someone got out, they would look at me like, and I'm like, I got like one rule, bro. I got one rule.
Be smart here, Jinxie.
Jinxie
got this.
He's got the hunter eyes. He's going up.
Here.
Yep, and there it is. Yep, there it is. Yep. Yep, there's the fucking line.
Fuck, where'd my mouse go?
Jinxie, you're out. Jinxie's out. She's off the line.
Yep, and then puts a fucking hand. Yep, that's just the line. It's the line.
Mario with the drone. Slick dodge.
Guys, there's genuinely one rule. There's one.
Here she comes with the double action.
Huge grab. Huge grab.
He's great at it. Look at him. He's. Oh wait, did that hit the ball?
Dude, Joe Bar had a cannon.
Through the lane.
Here, you're in a 1v4.
And then gives him the double bird. The man is.
Dude, I gotta rewatch that. Mari, what are we doing?
Here, you're in a 1v4.
And then gives him the double.
It looked like a Dantes penalty kick. How the hell did it go out that way?
Bird. The man is not lacking confidence. And you got tough.
Here, you are out. That is game. Bang! Got a hit.
Bird. The man is not lacking confidence.
I like how she thought it wasn't a hit. Kira puts her hands up.
Got a hit. Here, you are out. That is game. Bang!
She put her hands up. Kira. Kira, please.
No VAR call.
No VAR.
Okay, here's the replay. The
like
call
it is.
the field.
That's a hit on the back. It's a
Now, you guys are still in the third place bracket, by the way.
USA 5 standing united against a fractured Canada. First place on the line.
Martin, you're out.
Martin gets.
Tyler, one, you're out.
Misgrab. Bro, I threw my, I think I have Tommy John. That's where your elbow's messed up, right? I think I have Tommy John in my arm for the rest of my life. I get crazy pain here anytime I throw for like more than like 5 minutes. Maybe it's tennis elbow. I don't know which one it is. And it's literally from playing dodgeball in high school 15 years ago. I played dodgeball like at least once or twice a week, every week for like 3 years. And I remember I would have severe pain when I played and it never went away. I've just had it. I just live with it because I don't throw that often. But I used to be somebody in dodgeball. I genuinely used to be somebody. Actually, fuck, what am I saying, bro? We had the dodgeball tournament. I played crazy. I have an arm sleeve. What are you talking about?
Let's make some more pellets.
You don't think I have one? I'm genuinely prepared any moment of any day to play dodgeball. At literally any moment, someone could text me and I would be ready.
Joe Dart strikes again, but Tonka Jinxie with the fade.
That was tough. That was tough. Joe's tough.
5-0. D1 athlete, handsome man, would have been able to reach up with ease. They picked Mari. Oh, Tyler's shaking a lot now.
Dude, Tyler started shaking. Damn, Tyler's got ass. Tyler's shaking crazy.
And Team USA, excuse me, Team All-Star moves on. So you blame your teammate Mari. Team USA?
I can't wait to hear what Tyler said in the booth, man.
You guys still have volleyball today? Oh my. Fire!
Let's see, who can I catch here?
Archery's gone. I'll say it straight up. Archery is gone. It is not coming back. I feel confident about that one. Not even because the incident, which I don't feel like I need to talk about, but also because everyone's just so ass. Like really bad. I thought, because I don't think archery's particularly hard. but I guess I've done like a fair bit, so I think I'm underestimating how hard it is maybe for someone who's a noob. But I'm just gonna kill it because so many people were. If people were better last year than this year,
How would you do that?
sure. Last year somehow people were better. This year was. People were getting in, like hitting.
Oh,
the
it is a
board.
mess.
Bro, even Luis. Hey, shout out Luis. Viewer might be watching right now. Luis, you are dog shit at archery, bro. My God. Holy, I did the Alienware 1v1.
Oh, they still got XP
Bro, I
even
didn't
if they
look.
die.
It's a big fucking board, Luis.
I just wanted to see with my own eyes. Did that?
Cocotte was good.
Guys, we have our first apple hit! Congratulations, Cocotte. You hit our first apple, grazed its head. This is the last arrow. Hey! Fire! Goes down! Canada is the winner!
Cocotte did well.
Last year, when you had the performance of a lifetime, people said it was a fluke, that you couldn't repeat it. They were saying this everywhere.
I didn't see that.
Dude, KDB was so good. I think she played better this year than last year. Maybe not. I forgot about half and half. That was crazy bad. But outside of that, she might have been better this year than last year.
Not happy about that comment. It's 2025.
KDB, and the B stands for Berlin Wall. I guess the Berlin Wall fell. I don't know if it's accurate.
What can she do?
It's a great shot, too. It's just a great shot.
Take him out.
She's doing everything. 2 shots saved. 1 shot made. All stars. Take the lead.
Dude, I would have done so well in PK if I was playing.
A little faster. Wardrobe faster.
Dude.
Okay, let's see. Where else?
Shake Drizzle is a genuine terrorist. Shake Drizzle has now been our back-to-back DJ for musical chairs. I'm there probably 8 hours, maybe 9 hours on Friday during rehearsal. Because Friday, if you don't know, is rehearsal day where we go through all the games. And I literally sit. Stans is me. Stans acts as the host. I watch on a TV and I just take notes, and then we go through all the games together to make sure that, like, you know, they're all playing how we wanted to play. Shake's there the entire time, literally like 8 hours, curating a playlist for musical chairs. So I'm like, oh, Shake's got this. Saturday rolls around, it's time for musical chairs. Tell me why, like, 3 of the songs Shake has picked out have drops in them. Bro, it sounds like a The Onion article. We're doing like EDM musical chairs. Everybody gets out. Like, that's crazy.
No, it didn't.
That's crazy, bro.
Faster.
They all fall for the drop, as they should.
And we have fallen for the drop. Team UK, we've lost a member, Maya. You are out. Congrats to the winner of musical chairs, Zoyo!
The first and last time UK had a lead. It all went downhill from here.
Wardrobe sat down. Wardrobe sat down.
I was pumped for Zoil, though.
Oh, hell no! Stay away! That's cheating! That's cheating! That is a chair grab. You are out.
Has 6-7 been a thing for a year?
Spoiler yeah, it's been over a year
it would
now.
not come home.
Zoyo! Zoyo!
Oh well.
For Team Canada.
Dude, why was Martin actual water? Why was it jelly?
You never know what the bowl is gonna do. It's all about anticipating and reacting.
So some people were concerned. What up, Selbit? Some people were concerned that the bowl was biased or whatever. It is RNG, full stop. But the bowl operator, if you don't know how it works, has 2 dials, right? He has 2 dials. And all he does is push up the dials at the same time. And then what the bull does is random. But we timed it so that the operator would have like cues. Like if the dial goes 1 through 5, it's like at second 5, you're on 1. At second 10, you're on 2. You know what I mean?
Being loose. Linda, the hat line.
Having said that, bro, Martin was jelly, bro. I talked to him later. He said it was a counterweight to have his hand out with a hat. It was also a flex.
Mark's doing amazing.
But he was able to like counterweight. Because when you're up here, you're more centered.
25, he's still going. Wow, I can't believe it. 30 seconds for Martin. Team Canada. You were showboating at a certain time. You took off your hat, you're looking at the crowd.
It's a little bit of flair. You gotta throw that in there sometimes just to entertain everybody else. Shout out to my supporters.
Dude, I don't even know how to describe it. One of those awesome. Oh my god, I can't believe they lose this part. The All-Stars were up 2-1 and they lost. That's crazy. That Nice Wing is just too big of a man to be hitting like that.
Damn, I died.
I'll just say that much. He's too big of a man.
Let's try this again.
A clutch save.
KDB did not choke. It's like saying Erling Haaland choked. She didn't choke. He didn't choke. At a certain point, you know, they just need some support. Like, that's a decent shot.
Damn,
I would argue the wardrobe one wasn't savable. Maybe this was savable, but it's good power here. And she gets a finger on it. She probably need to step out a bit.
For the tie.
Dude, what a phenomenal shot by Maya too.
For the tie.
Like genuinely almost perfect. Maya also a bit unlucky, was like genuinely blind at this moment. She had an allergic reaction. I don't even know to what, and like couldn't see. It turns out it didn't matter though, because it would have gotten second regardless. Okay, I feel like I owe Joe Bart an apology. I used Joe Bart's time in track and field as advertising for this event, and I feel like I set him up for failure. Because I was basically talking about Joe Bart like people talk about Usain Bolt. I was like, bro, Joe Bart, fastest man alive, white boy of the summer, gonna be blazing down. Honestly, people would be lucky even to smell his ass. He's gonna crush the competition. And so that's not really great because it basically sets you up to either achieve the expectation set or what happened, which is fall short of them. Because Enzo was quick, bro. There was a false start there. Was there?
Ready.
No, this is clean. Horn went, nobody left. The first one was disgusting. I'll pull up the first one, bro. The first 100-meter dash was disgusting. It was insane.
He's gonna call this one off. Let's go.
Go.
Dude, what?
Down to the field with stands, and he's gonna call this one off. Let's go.
I don't have a plan.
Okay, I can see his finger. His finger goes down. So I think the audio's delayed. His finger goes down right here. So I think that's the sound. So I think maybe only Ron false started. I think the audio's delayed though. Like that audio's delayed. Wait, I think that might have been real. Okay, right there. Yeah, I think genuinely the only people who didn't false start might have been Suku and Joe Bart. And Sakura. But I don't think Sakura might just not have been, bro, she might not even be like tapped into the server. Like what is going on? She still hasn't left. I don't think she knew she was running a race. And then everyone lane split. Instantly Jason goes into Joe's lane, then Joe has to go into, Suki just fucking deviated completely. Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. I'm glad we redid it. I'm glad we redid it. Because you know what would have sucked is if I DQ'd everyone and I was really harsh. One team had 8 points, the other team had 7 points, and then it was 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Like that would have been so bullshit. It would have ruined the whole. Dude, the 9.88 time, like this was genuinely an Olympic level run. Like could have actually won the gold medal. Was very funny.
Really down.
Joe Bar made a bet with his audience that if he didn't get a sub 12, he would have to eat a head of lettuce, which isn't great because he ran a 12 too. Now I told him he should just get track spikes, some starting blocks, and then go out there and run a good old-fashioned 100 meter on stream just to prove he can do it, and then maybe he can scam his way out. But I feel like he is maybe just gonna eat the lettuce, which is just asking for your ass to go crazy.
It's Enzo! It's Joe Bart! Might have been Arky third. Last place, Sakura.
I'm faithful, and then I never expected it. What God did.
God did. God did. All right, Enzo. Give it up one more time. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Speed. I show speed. Oh, that's a little bit of a...
And then Speed reacted.
Enzo calls out his show speed to race.
I show speed. Oh, that's a little bit of a call out.
Speed, for whatever reason, in this clip, Speed got a rich laugh. He changed his laugh. He got a rich laugh now.
I just gotta laugh, man. You just gotta laugh it off, Step. All I gotta say is good luck to you.
6 serving 2. 6 serving 2. Suku tries to come in. Joel with the hit over. Maya with the bump. Nice swing with the set over. Goes to the back line. Set by catch up. Set over by Suku. KDB bumps it back. Suku sets it back. KDB with the dig.
Hold up, something's up with
that was a crazy dig. That was crazy, bro.
Suku sets it back. KDB with the dig.
Okay, fixed it.
Why don't you invite RDC? My DMs to Mark Phillips look like I am desperately trying to have sexual intercourse with him. It is like a quintuple text. It's like sad, bro. I cannot text that guy again, man. I love Mark Phillips and I love RDC. I just can't do it, bro. It is getting pathetic, man. It's like...
Streaming games, never heard of it. Well, it's basically streamer Mario Party. So in case you guys have just come in case you missed the events of what happened last weekend, I did just fly to California to take part in Ludwig's streamer game. It was my first big streamer event. I've taken part in obviously like some of Connor's events, but this was like the first big, like, especially American streamer events. I've never been to any Twitch cons. Don't really hang out with a lot of streamers off camera outside of just my local Japan lots. But Ludwig asked me to take part, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, fuck it. How much could you hear of Pete doing the commentary? He was amazing on stream. I heard like a little bit, and I mean, Pete was always going to do amazing. Pete was built for that role. He was built for that job, and I had he was so nervous beforehand. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure Pete's gonna talk about it when he's back, but he was like really nervous beforehand, and I had full faith that he was going to do a fantastic job. I love seeing you interact with other streamers. I can interact with streamers, guys. I can go out and talk. I can talk to people. It's just I don't really vibe with a lot of like the modern streamer culture, so I maybe didn't talk as much as like other streamers or other people. I was just happy with Team UK and happy to talk with a few other content creators as well. But like I definitely felt a little bit out of place. This is like a very British thing that I've kind of like even taken into my career and stuff. But when I go into an event and everyone is live and everyone is like high energy, you have an event where everyone is the main character of their own stream, of their own story. Everyone's the main character, and you're walking around, and people are just shouting and clip farming and all this stuff, and I'm just like, this is not my. I'm happy to be the background character in this one, man. I'm happy. I am fine being the side character. I'm just gonna chill out in my own corner. I'm gonna go full NPC mode. You were just more mature, to be honest. I mean, even if I wasn't this age, I've always been like this. I've always been more introverted. I've never been that person. Like, even when I just joined Trash Taste and started doing more camera stuff and started doing more stuff outside, that was already going out of my comfort zone. Every time Pete would hype you up as the protagonist and you choked, no, Pete, why would you do that? Oh man, Garnt has always been this age.
Oh wait, I don't have that.
I've never always been this age. I've just always been more of a, you know, kind of chill personality, I would say. That's just my vibe. I'm sure you guys get that on stream as well. Maybe I was Unk before Unk was even a thing, you know. Peter gave you and Connor plenty of hype. I mean, Pete is just the best hype man you can ask for. Pete is just the goated hype man. I love seeing you all interact with Tenchi. It felt like my two Unk streamers got to meet my pure Gen Z chaos. I mean, out of like all of our teams, I heard stories about stuff that was going on with like other teams. I didn't see any of that shit because I mostly hung out with Team UK. And my god, the vibes in Team UK were immaculate. Zero drama, zero anything. We were just happy, man. And even hang out with like Tenchi and Lydia, like we all had like a similar vibe. We were all very supportive of each other, and they were all like, everyone was like amazing on my team. I don't have a single bad thing. It was cool getting to speak to Tenchi and Lydia and Zoil. Oh my god, what an absolute unit Zoil is, man. First time meeting him, I am not used to meeting other content creators and looking up, and I was like, holy shit, I'm talking to a fucking titan right now. What is this? Loved Team UK, yeah, exactly. And everyone did amazing. Need to get Zoil in the Trash Taste studio somehow. Yeah, I mean, Zoil asked if he was in Japan, if he can go on Trash Taste, and I'm more than happy to have him on. Would he fit in our studio? I don't know. We managed to just about contain Ladybeard, but for pure like height and like fucking stature, Zoil is even bigger than Ladybeard, man. It was extremely hard to keep up the vibes when stuff isn't going your way, but you guys were constantly being supportive of each other and making sure things stayed positive. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I've done enough Trash Taste specials to know what it's like being under the pressure to perform during certain events. God knows Connor always also has, man. And if it was a Trash Taste special, fuck yeah, I would have ripped into Connor a little bit more. As I'm sure he would have done for me as well. But when we're on the same team, I'm like, Connor, I know you can throw. You know I can throw. Let's have a mutual agreement. We'll just try not to throw together, and we both threw together. So good to have Connor on my team, man. If this was a Trash Taste special, we would have expected some cheating. I mean, there was definitely some controversial decision making during the entirety of the games. It was not too far different from a Trash Taste special, and I did definitely complain about it. I did. I was feeling the vibe first. I was, keeping quiet, but I definitely made my opinion known afterwards, man. Due to the cool factor. Oh, man. But I mean, that's, the paper airplane, I was like, bro, what is this? What is this paper airplane right now, man? Sea Dog's bull riding was such BS. Everyone got such easy rides, but Connor's was horrible. Yeah, I mean, the bull riding was hard because I talked to Lud about it afterwards, and it is a lot of RNG with the bull riding. Connor did fucking fantastic, and I think if he got better RNG, he would have easily been like top 2, top 3. He started the grippers meta. He was like fucking aura farming in his first run with the hats. But like the thing with the bull, which is what I found out, is there's not one person controlling it, right? It's not a person controlling it. You have 2 knobs for intensity, and all that would happen were the knobs would get slowly ramped up. So it was up to some kind of like algorithm in terms of like what that intensity meant. So it was a lot of like RNG on how the ball moved, which you got to take, because you can't exactly have the same algorithm every time, otherwise people going later would have an advantage. So yeah, unfortunately Connor just got some bad RNG, especially on that second run. I think the second run like even more. He was more prepared for it, but it got some wild moves. Good morning. You're looking wonderful today, Garn. Thank you. Thank you. So what we're going to be doing today is we're just going to be catching up a bit, and then I think I'll be honest. The hardest part of traveling to America was I was like, I really want to play Hollow Knight. I really want to play more Hollow Knight.
Yeah,
now play League with Tenchi. Oh man. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to reopen up my my League gameplay, man. Get back to League. Oh man.
What's that?
John, explain what the game plan was for the crate stacking. Okay, I'm going to explain the crate stacking because I hold my hand up and say that was by far the most embarrassing performance. I completely giga through on the crate stacking, and I'm sad because I wanted a second go. Basically, I had no idea what crate stacking was, and I kind of auto-filled on crate stacking because we were going through the team sheets, and you know everyone was like allowed one event that they really want to sign up for. So I was like, I want to do pens. That's me. I want to be goalie for pens. So we let everyone kind of like choose what they thought they would do the best at, and then it came to like every other event, and it came to like crate stacking, and so I was like, fuck it. You know what? I can do crate stacking. You know, why not? Never done it before. Didn't know what it was. So in my mind, I was like, as long as I don't go first and you know, I get to see what this is and how to play this properly, I should be fine. So I just went first. I get the call up about 10 minutes before, and I get told that I'm going first. I was like, okay, fantastic. Okay, me, panicking. Don't know what crate stacking is. Don't know what the rules is. So I go on YouTube and I search up crate stacking to be like, what are you meant to do? I assume you stack crates in it. So this is like what the algorithm showed me, right? Like this is, so I look at a few examples. I go through the YouTube shorts because I don't have too much time. So this is from the streaming game itself, so this wasn't available. So basically, this is what I see. a single tower and people just climbing, like people just climbing on the crates. So I was like, okay, so I got a good idea. That's probably what I got to do. And so during the explanation, when Ludwig was explaining it, it was also the same thing. He just made like a single tower. So in my mind, I was like, okay, it didn't have holes in the side. It did have holes in the side. It was just like very small holes, right? So what I thought you had to do was build a tower and climb up the tower and kind of just like slowly climb up, and it was about how many crates you could stack, you know? So I started doing that. And so I made a tower, and Ludwig was like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You need to be on it. And I interpreted being on it as not being on top of it, but being on the tower. So I look like a fucking jackass because he shouts at me, and so I'm just like stepping on this tower, right? So by the time I realized I'd fucked up, it was already too late. And Zoil, my teammate, also misunderstood the rules as well, or didn't know the rules, because his understanding was I was the crate stacker as well, so he couldn't stack the crates for me. So I was like trying to tell Zoil, okay, I'm gonna try and climb up. Can you like stack the crates underneath like my second foot? So because I'm already on the tower, I can't get off. So can you start stacking the crates under my second foot? And he was like, no, I can't stack the crates, right? During the entire event, everyone was like stacking the crate. So that was just a misunderstood rule. So by the time I realized, I was like on one crate tower as now another tower was being made. I was trying to stay on this crate tower while also stacking underneath my second foot the other tower because Zoil couldn't put it under my foot. So it was just absolutely, it was just a mess. And I was like, I think I had this moment where I was like struggling with it. I was looking at Team France and I was just like, we fucked up. We just fucked up, man. I don't know if there is any way to save this, especially if Zoil can't stack the crates underneath me, because I was already struggling with balance at that point. So yeah, I'm sad because I genuinely think I could have done. I don't think I would have won because Maya did fucking incredible. Jarvis, pull up the clip. I haven't actually watched the clip yet. Oh man. This is just going to be the lowlights of my entire career. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, as you can see with what's going on right now. So yeah, what happened is I had built this tower and I was going to try and climb it, but then I realized too late, oh, you're allowed 2 crates, and you kind of like hop over from one crate to the other. Props to Garn for setting the example of what not to do at this event. That's exactly it. I showed what not to do, right? I was hoping this was going to be someone else, and I'm fine. I'm fine being roasted because I'm like, yeah, I definitely showed what not to do, you know. And I think the biggest struggle, because I didn't realize you had to be on top of the crates, right? I thought we just had to be on the crates. What the fuck is Connor saying here? But yeah. So when Zor gives me the crates, he was like, you got to stack this yourself. And I have no footing to stand on. I've got to try and stack this crate while also being on top of the crate itself. I was like, what am I meant to do here? This was one of the moments where it was just like, and then he realized he fucked up.
Really good job.
So yeah, it was an absolute disaster. I'm sad. Wish I could have got a second try at it, but you know, I get it. Rules are rules. Fortunately, just a cavalcade of misunderstandings and miscommunications, and that was pretty much it. Made it for the clips at least. Yeah, someone's always got to make it for the clips. As a French, I'm glad you guys were there to suck with us. It's funny because like the French team were going in as one of the favorites. Seems you had no blueprint for how to even play it. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And unfortunately, tried to just learn it as I was doing, and unfortunately someone had to go first, and someone had to be the guinea pig, and that was me.
Did I finish? Random. I didn't buy anything, no. I'll do that. Damn, I want a pie. What was I looking for though? Yeah. What's over there again? Yeah. Don't be rough.
Shueisha, a monolithic company that owns multiple manga magazines like Shonen Jump, might have finally found a way to truly combat manga piracy. I'm not even joking, and it's not even manga piracy. They might have effectively just finally gotten rid of localizers. Localizers that have been using manga as a vessel, as a gateway to shove politics and agenda within them, and changing the entire meaning of what certain scenes mean. Shueisha might have finally gotten rid of that, but also, like I said, combating piracy. So I'm obviously getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about what's going on here and why I'm even saying this to begin with. So basically, it was announced that Shueisha was making an actual manga reading site called Manga Million that will have literally over 100 plus languages for different manga. It will basically have like 1 million manga pages as well translated into different languages, and there's even manga that has never been translated outside of Japan, finally outside of Japan, for everybody to be able to read them. And here's the big thing. This is all being done apparently for free. Like, this is completely free, and this means that you don't need to buy a subscription, you don't need to pay anything. You literally go onto the site, and it is completely free with manga that you love, like One Piece obviously, but also stuff that has never been translated outside of Japan officially. So this is a massive moment, honestly, for just Shueisha and the manga industry, because it seems like finally these companies, but Shueisha in general, is waking up to ways to actually finally fight back against piracy. Because fundamentally, one of the big reasons why people pirate stuff to begin with is because, obviously, accessibility. People don't want to spend a lot of money to be able to buy, a subscription to read a certain manga and all that. Or if it's not that, sometimes there's restrictions on countries where the service of reading that manga is just not even in your country, and so the only way to effectively read that manga is through a piracy site. That's not even getting into series that's never been licensed or outside of Japan that doesn't even have official translation, so you're up in the air and you have to resort to piracy just to read that to begin with. And that's not talking about other things that might have had licensing expire, has gone completely out of print, you can't pick up a copy anymore, or you can't find it anywhere legally online. That's also another issue why piracy has boomed and exploded. But it seems like Shueisha is trying to counter this by literally offering a very service that pirates do. And what do I mean by that? Well, their service apparently is literally about giving manga for free to people, to allow you to actually read manga completely. And I want to make sure I go further. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Like, you know how I am. I mean, I doubt Shueisha would want to work with me to begin with, but I'm just saying that I think that this is an incredible step for just fans of manga. Like, this basically is like finally realizing the solution is to offer a service that is free, not hassle, and it's not forcing you to get propaganda and agenda forced into it, which I think is a pretty big deal about this entire situation that I need to segue into. So how do we know localizers have been cut out? Well, the big thing we know is because the people that are translating the actual manga chapters that are on the site is actually an AI company. Now, I know that this is a very complex conversation, and there's a lot of people that get very angry when it comes to the subject of AI translations, AI's gonna steal your job, all that type of stuff. But I want to fundamentally make this very clear, okay? It's been a very long time coming that something like this was going to happen. You can love it or hate it, but it was only a matter of time. And I think that after the constant screw-ups that, for instance, you have like different localizers do within the manga industry, like when they translate something into English and bring it into the West, it's very clear it is not the same thing. And obviously there is probably a lot of Japanese authors and, Shueisha in general that are hearing about this that are just not happy with it. They're not happy at all. And so the solution is to go through AI. Now, is it going to be perfect? Probably not. It's not going to be perfect. I think there's probably going to be a lot of issues as well. But the thing here is that it does cut out a huge issue of those that try to press their politics within a...
See, there's no quartz mine over here. Wait, what? Alright, where's the quartz?
Video games. I didn't know.
If there's anything that can overarchingly unify every group of people in the world, then that would have to be video games.
Video games.
As every person from the far-reaching prairies of the United States to the concrete jungles of Japan spent their childhood playing video games, and the Balkans are no exception. However, unlike much of the West and developed world, things were...
What do you mean, the West and the developed world? What are you implying? What do you mean, West and the...
a bit different.
You know, no, tell me about it. What do you mean? He's calling you a brokey. He can't call me a brokey, he's also a brokey.
80s, 90s, and arguably early 2000s, when most of us were growing up in the West, one of the main video game producers for kids was Nintendo. And many of you watching from the US most likely have fond memories of playing Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, Donkey Kong, and many other classics.
I am really curious about the Zelda remake. I have never played the OG. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm ashamed to my own kind.
In the Balkans, this wasn't the case. If you've been a long-time viewer of this channel, you're aware that here we had this little thing called communism that basically deemed us...
Communism was a vibe. Okay, that's why the West is trying to fake it and just copy us.
That's retarded for a good half of the 20th century, and essentially isolated us from the international community because our dear leaders cared more about being in a leftist book club rather than decent living standards, which...
So nothing changed. What I'm hearing is that life never actually changes. Everything is the same. We are living the same freaking cycle.
In practice, the amount of money people had to spend on essential goods such as food, clothes, and video games. As such, mainstream video games popular in the West were practically non-existent in the Balkans. What's more, they were even seen as extreme luxuries that either only the wealthiest member of Balkan society or people with relatives abroad had. After socialism crumbled and the free market started to be embraced in the late 90s and early 2000s, consumer-grade electronics finally started to make their way to the peninsula. But because of the significantly lower amount of disposable income, a lot of families could only afford second-hand computers imported from Germany or PC.
Oh my god, my computer done the same. Oh my god, this is exactly how my first PC died. I was cleaning it, I plugged out, I pulled out all the cables, I cleaned it, I plugged it back, and it burned everything inside. Everything.
Would really be the power. So, few families even possessed one. This ultimately impacted what games became popular amongst the kids involved. A lot of games that were popular usually...
Ooh, Red Alert. Age of Empires, Plants vs. Zombies, bro, those are good games. Warcraft 3, GTA.
Installed computers such as the classics that were disposable in the West, such as Space Cadet 3D, a digital pinball game, and Minesweeper, aka Body Life Simulator. However,
not gonna lie, I just played this game like a few months ago. Every year there comes a time where I yearn for Plants vs. Zombies and I just download it from Steam and start it and finish it.
However,
you win, of course.
There were others that somehow every Balkan PC magically had pre-installed on it, such as Resident Release, which was an app that allowed the player to pick a variety of tools from the hammer, chainsaw, machine gun, flamethrower, and termite hand, to name a few, and then use them to destroy the Windows XP background. Another one was Zuma, which had graphics.
Oh, is it the one with the ball?
It resembled one of a slot machine game more than one for kids, where the player took control of a frog that would spit out different colored balls and have to match 3 of the same color in a row of balls that were heading to a hole before they reached it and cleared the map. As technology became more widespread and video games became more popular amongst the youth, more games also started to get played. However, at this point, the availability of computers and the internet was still quite limited, so games that would be obtained were very...
Nice. Red Dead Horseballs Physics. Nice.
Were very small regarding their needs.
Dude, Jazz Jackrabbit. Oh, I have to go to GOG. I have to get that.
Storage space and computing power. So the way new games were made was via a couple of ways. One of them involved going to a video game shop. Now, in the West, this was usually a GameStop or some other equivalent, but here, game shops were usually integrated in a computer repair shop, which was run by some middle-aged computer nerd who would be one of the few people in town with internet access who'd pirate a shit ton of games and then burn them on these thick CDs, which had custom print.
You know, I don't think I have ever seen a gaming store, like as a kid. Like ever. Maybe it was my parents were wise enough to just not like let me in or something. But I don't think... Yeah, I feel like the only time I ever been was like already when I moved to the capital city and there were like, I don't know, I think it was called a GameStop that I've been. But by the time the GameStops were like all dying and whatnot.
The covers, which you could choose from a catalog lying on the counter. A lot of the time, the perk would also provide you with a sheet of paper that had written instructions on how to crack the game as well. If your parents couldn't afford that, then one of your friends could. So then they'd give you a flash drive with the game, which was passed around school more than rivalry in a single shoot. And the games on it would eventually make their way onto the computers in the school's IT lab. In this time period, one of the most popular games that every single Slav watching will have an attack of nostalgia from just mentioning was Heroes 3.
And 4.
I don't think anybody can forget the unskippable cutscene at full volume you had to sit through when you first opened.
2 was better. I never get to 3. I only played 4. I'm like emotionally, stubbornly, rigidly obsessed with 4.
Open the game on a fresh computer, giving away your location to
I
all
love
IP
it.
features in a 10-kilometer radius. Essentially, Heroes 3 was a turn-based strategy game where you could control one of 9 factions.
Why are they looking like beers? Are you telling me that they were all inspired by that?
That consisted of fantasy creatures to be at war against one another. To influence the outcome of battle alongside controlling your units, you could also cast spells such as Armageddon and completely nuke the entire map. Another franchise that alongside being popular in the Balkans was also popular in the West was GTA, in particular GTA Vice City and San Andreas. Like, the majority of my peers...
Okay, but do we believe that GTA is actually going to come out this year? Do you still believe that it's landing in November? No, but they promised. They pinky promised.
One of my earliest memories was of me and my 6-year-old cousin utilizing cheat codes we kept in a notebook to summon a tank and just rampage the city and see how many stars we could get in GTA. I don't think anyone who played this in the Balkans as a kid even was aware that there were an actual story or campaign in these games. And everyone just went driving around cars like maniacs and shooting innocent bystanders.
What made going around driving in Vice City and San Andreas and committing heinous crimes against humanity so...
Remember, the GTA was so realistic that it got restricted by YouTube.
fun was also the radius,
So
which, oh my
realistic.
god, had some of the best tracks like... Or... which no video game has ever been able to replicate since. However, it could have been...
Okay, but what about mixtape? Have you considered mixtape?
Made even better
Game
if at
of
the
the
time
year.
I had a pair of Raycon earbuds.
Oh god, that is Raycon.
I always want to try that reason because hold on these buds, and for much less, I used to.
Come see ya.
The anime man situation is very concerning. Oh, is it from the previous video that we watched? I guess it's pretty much, taken too far, but let's get it.
Hey, Professor here. So in this video, I'll be talking about the situation involving Joey the Anime Man, a YouTuber who is currently facing a lot of backlash from tourists on social media because he responded to a viral TikTok and people are not happy with his response. Now, it's 2026, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that a TikTok featuring a woman cosplaying as Princess Bubblegum, complaining about anime needing more female protagonists, is getting a lot of support.
Alright, like I swear, like a lot of like fans from Cartoon Network, especially for like popular shows like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, like all those types of shows. Like no hate to the shows, but to the fandoms, like to the fans itself, like it's like at the point where their takes are absolutely garbage, and you know, like somehow they would try to like lump their standards when it comes to cartoons to anime. Yo, just keep watching more cartoons, and if you got like a good take or a good take about anime and shit, then say it. If it's a bad take, then shut up.
Port on that platform, but Joey the Anime Man would respond and provide a very long list of anime featuring female protagonists and other female characters in prominent roles, really featured in prominent anime. Like, he's just touching the surface and people are really upset. Now, of course, Joey is a part of Trash Taste, and that is a podcast that myself and many others have been very critical of over the years for their trash takes on many things. But you know what? Give credit where credit is due. In this situation, Joey provided a very good response to this viral TikTok, and this post right here on Twitter sharing the related response from Joey has gone viral. Let's hear.
Bro, we need more animes with female protagonists, women who has watched 5 anime series in her life. Well, I guess like she is more like more on the Western cartoon sides than actually watching anime. So like imagine like how many hours like is she watching on Adventure Time or any other cartoons that she watches instead of watching anime and then giving a take about anime.
What he has to say in response.
My anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
Enough said. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiments Lane, Girl Who Left.
Why does I do need another one? Who's the only electric cow here, really? 2 cows. 2 caramel. Only 1 caramel. Blazing. Ice organ. Dropped high quality cloth.
勝利と指揮官様のために聞いてください。罪に裁きを。
Honey. What is it? Nice organ and high quality cloth.
罪に裁きを。
I also don't need high quality cloth, I need ice organs. Miners. 2 miners. I need another Luxosaurus Lux.
勝利と指揮官様のために聞いてください。
Yellow Ferrell.
罪に裁きを。
4.
ガス購入の歌聞いてください。ガス購入の歌聞いてください。フランドルに私からの慈悲。敵はボロボロ。
Wait, how's Zephyr Lux? There's Bolt. Actually, no, let me put this one here.
勝利と指揮官様のためにガス購入の歌聞いてください。
Alright, let's move in.
100倍にして返す。罪に裁きを。ガス購入の歌聞いてください。ガス購入の歌聞いてください。フランドルに私からの慈悲。
Pretty good, right?
I feel like people get more themselves when they talk with you. I think, and I was talking to Chandler about this morning, I think the same thing with Jinxie. I think people just don't know what to do with me because I am like an adult. But I think that's neat. I think it's kind of fun. I like it. Except for core boys. I don't know what gets into me around core boys. I just shit on them. I feel like people get more themselves when they talk with you. I think, and I was talking to Chandler about this morning, I think the same thing with Jinxie. I think people just don't know what to do with me because I am like an adult. But I think that's neat. I think it's kind of fun. I like it. Except for core boys. I don't know what gets into me around core boys. I just shit on them. I feel like people get more themselves when they talk with you. I think, and I was talking to Chandler about this morning, I think the same thing with Jinxie. I think people just don't know what to do with me because I am like an adult.
All Apple does is copy from Samsung. What did they copy from Samsung? Wireless charging, Samsung didn't do it first. Always on display, Samsung didn't do it first. Foldable phones, Samsung didn't do it first. Everything people say Apple copied from
Twilight Masquerade and Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer boxes are confirmed on Pokemon. Center's backend monitors and plan to drop very soon. With this drop coming up, our Discord server sends out instant alerts, updates, and early links so that you guys can hit. If you want an invite to the server, follow me and comment PKC, and I'll send it your way so that you don't miss out on one of the biggest drops of the year. Twilight Masquerade and Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer boxes are confirmed on Pokemon. Center's backend monitors and plan to drop very soon. With this drop coming up, our Discord server sends out instant alerts, updates, and early links so that you guys can hit. If you want an invite to the server, follow me and comment PKC, and I'll send it your way so that you don't miss out on one of the biggest drops of the year. Twilight Masquerade and Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer boxes are confirmed on Pokemon.
Candy? あ、いいえ。食べ過ぎるとトレーニングに触るから。
Good morning. I can't wait to watch you play Trails. Whoa, thank you. You're the awesomest person in the whole wide world. I'm still so... This is crazy. This is gonna be crazy. You're gonna think I'm freaking crazy when I talk about this. I'm so... this is like a meeting. I go, oh, Hatsune Miku. Stars go shopping too. You go, we're at the grocery store. We're picking up the same can of beans. Nice. I'm like, Hatsune Miku. There's a Grem trying to join. A Grem put there. Can I dox you? I'm looking at the list of Grems who signed up to play League of Legends, and one of the Grems is iPancakey, and I'm like, no way. And I go to her channel, and it wants all of your Maple Story music videos. She's a celebrity. I have seen all of your Maple Story music videos. Nice. Every single one of them. That's insane. I have to get that Grem in this next game. I sure hope she's still around to play League of Legends. This is what it's like meeting a celebrity. Oh my god, I'm nervous now. Big fan. This is my Hatsune Miku moment. I'm so starstruck. I messaged immediately after my stream. I messaged GT Tomo. I go, you will not believe who I just played League of Legends with. You will not believe who I just played League of Legends. Because both me and GT Tomo, we bleed the same red. We're like the same exact person. We grew up on Maple Story music videos. I'm like, oh my god, you will not believe it. And I like, do you remember? Do you remember I Pancakey? And then GT Tomo was like, no freaking way. They're still using the same YouTube. So crazy. It's all Maple Story. Yeah, don't worry, guys. Let's all get on Summoner's Rift. I have to get this Maple Story music video maker in here. Did you get my invite? Do you want me? Did you leave? Come back! I'm waiting for you. Yay! Yay! Wow, this is the best day ever. You still play Maple to this day? I kind of play it. I fell off. I played a lot last year, and then I went to Nihon, and then when I'm in Nihon, you have to go through hoops to play Maple Story. So I don't do my dailies, and I'm like, what's the point of logging in? And I come home and I'm like, yeah, I think I should stay off Maple Story. Maybe I shouldn't play Maple Story.
Oh, here's all my hardwood.
I was really surprised with how many people enjoyed hearing about Tostada. Like, there were a lot. So it's about time I tell more stories, because she's somehow gotten even more...
Oh, that's how you change color. Got it. What's I gonna do? I'll incubate this egg. And what's gonna be just a little cold. There is fuck you guys. Why do you know this? Lame.
レースマシンも楽器と同じで明確なロジックを有し、その構造原理も可視化されていて確かに研究する価値があるけど、あなたが来た途端私の集中力は全部指揮官に行っちゃったわ。疲れたわね。もう動かないで。そんなに動いたら私このまま倒れ込んで動けなくなったりするわよ。 私をこんな感じにした責任負ってくれるわよね。で、このままべったりくっついてあげる。
That's it. All you just do is turn around and see the ass.
準備 OK？ これで問題なし。指揮官と私、ますます息がぴったりね。引き続きこの調子でお願いするわ。
18, 22, 4. No.
It's 疲れたわね。もう動かないで。そんなに動いたら私このまま倒れ込んで動けなくなったりするわよ。私をこんな感じにした責任負ってくれるわよね。で、このままべったりくっついてあげる。
Oh, nice.